The ICCA Academy here in Sports City, Dubai. We're all set for yet another encounter of the Arabian Cricket League 2024. Wonderful conditions as there always are. But to find out more, I was out there a few minutes ago to have a closer look at the pitch. Another fantastic day for a game of cricket here in Dubai. We're all set to bring you another encounter of the ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League 2023. Well, the good news is because it's a championship game, it promises to be a good one. And more importantly, it's a fresh wicket right in the middle of the square. Some beautiful grass laid out. Remember, here at the ICC Academy, the grass is always laid out. However, that doesn't mean it's going to bounce and move a lot. Yes, there will be a little bit of assistance, as there always is for the faster bowlers, and a few cracks underneath towards the batsman's front foot. But if it does remain to be just like it usually is at the ICC Academy, then early movement for the fast bowlers. But after that, once you're settled in, doesn't matter, good shots will have value. Yes, earlier on, you can't play those cheeky shots that are common in T20. Good cricketing shots, the drive, the cut, the pulls, they are going to fetch you runs. Big boundary, both the sides almost equal. Therefore, you'll have to run quite hard as well, hit those gaps, get those ones and twos. And I believe bat first here, put a score on the board and then see what you're chasing. Yeah, what I want to really say there is that you put scores on the board and then look what you're defending, not really what you're chasing, but you know how it is. Well, a good wicket and a good game coming up, and that's why the toss becomes all the more important. I was with the captains a few minutes ago to find out what happened at the toss. Just a day's break here at the ICC Academy Arabian Cricket League 2024, and we are back in action. We've got the two teams alongside me. Fly Emirates led by Usman Mushtaq and Alif Pharma led by Hamad Khan. I've got our tournament director with me, Mr. Mahesh Mondkar. It is toss time and Usman will flip the coin. Heads is the call. It is a tail. You've won the toss. What is the plan?
You're batting first, and it's a fresh wicket today. And I hope so for 180 runs, 190, 80 runs is a good score for this team, and I think so is a good match today.
You were saying earlier that some of your key players are missing. You think that's going to impact your game? How you formed your team for this particular game?
Yeah, definitely today is my key players. Krishna not available today, and my two spinners don't available today. Is busy, is a work, and I hope so for this guidance are also good. But I will try my best.
And I hope your team and you can step up. All the best.
Thanks.
Hamad, they are batting first, winning the toss. What was your plan?
We were planning to bowl first, and that's what they gave us.
Right. And given the team, they are short of a few players. But what about your form yourself? You've had a couple of mixed results in this tournament so far. What have you made of it? What are the learnings you've taken from the previous game that you want to do better in this game?
At start of the tournament, we are just checking few of the combinations. Few big games are left, so two changes are there in today's game.
What about the wicket itself? They are batting first. You might want to restrict them to a low total. What do you think is enough that your batsman can come and chase in the evening?
Yeah, it looks juicy for the fast bowler, so we'll try to restrict them under 150, and we'll try to chase down.
Wish you all the best. Good luck. There you go then. That's the news from the centre. Fly Emirates, they won the toss and they are going to bat first. It is the men in blue, Fly Emirates, who have decided to bat first, as we just heard as a confirmation. And they are quite short on some of their regulars. Afkar Amuruddin at the top. Usman Mushtaq, the skipper. Yashita Abekun at the top. Well, he's going to be key for them. They are missing Sendil, who's been the top run scorer. Shamim Ali, Uzair Khan, the left-hander. Umar Shah in the middle. Melon Philip, Muhammad Abedullah, the tall fast bowler. Damit Jayasuriya also comes back into the team alongside Clive Alfonso that make up the 11 for Fly Emirates. As for Ali Pharma, strong team as they always are. Uzair Khan and Lovepreet Singh at the top will look to provide them a good start. Saad Maqsood at number 3, Syed Umar Shah. Hamad Khan, the skipper, looks to always finish strongly. Zohair Iqbal, the right-arm fast bowler, finds a bit of swing here at the ICC Academy. Wasim Akram in there, the left-arm pacey. Sikandar Khan, Muhammad Shahir, Al-Amin, Zainuddin and Gopakumar Gopal Krishnan making up the 11 for Alif Pharma. So certainly a strong team taking on Fly Emirates. And because Fly Emirates are short of some of their regulars, especially two names that come to mind, Sendil and Krishna Karati, both of them missing from the 11. It's going to be a certain task for them up against a strong Alif Pharma side who have had their troubles as well in this tournament. Results haven't really gone their way despite the big names that they boast. And these two men, Wasim Akram and Zohair Iqbal, they will enjoy bowling here. There's been a bit of grass left here on the surface, as it always is here at the ICCA Academy. It is a fresh wicket, and that breeze that started around a week ago here in Dubai is still up and running. Yes, it has slowed down in terms of the pace. It was quite strong the last couple of days, but still it has assisted the faster bowlers who've bowled well. We saw yesterday Karwan CC, day before, beg your pardon, Karwan CC's fast bowlers doing a fantastic job. And I'm sure these two today as well, very capable fast bowlers. Zohair and Wasim will look to hoop the ball around and trouble the opening batters of Fly Emirates. Yasid Abekun, of course, will be opening for Fly Emirates. He's a run getter, looks to go big early on. And he will be joined by Afkar Aminuddin. Both of them will have to get a good start to Fly Emirates as we look forward to this championship encounter of the Arabian Cricket League 2024. Okay. Well, while we wait for the proceedings to begin, here's a look at the points table of the championship group of this Arabian Cricket League. Karwan says he's sitting right on top, extremely comfortable, having played 5 and won 5, a strong net run rate as well with that big victory against Dubai Wanderers a couple of days ago. And closely behind them, Division Shipping have only played 3 and they've won all 3 of their games as well, although the run rate not as close, not even close to Karwan CC. And then at number 3, we've got 7 District who've had mixed fortunes, 6 games, won 3 and lost 3. And Dubai Wanderers, who were also having a good run, had to lose their first game the other day against Karwan CC. Fly Emirates, of course, have played 4 games. They have had their troubles, lost 3 of them, have won only 1. Alif Pharma, though, quite uncharacteristic of them to be languishing at the bottom of the table. They've obviously played the least amount of games, but they've played against 2 strong sides. So they've lost the 2 games that they've played. All the more reason for them to get their first win today and get on that points table. Dubai Gymkhana, well, they have struggled in this tournament, to say the least about them. Just haven't seemed like they belonged in this top of the table clash of the championship of the ICCA Academy Arabian Cricket League. Well, it seems like we're all set. Yasita Abekun will take guard as Wasim Akram lines up his run-up. The umpires will have a look at their watch and call play any moment from now. Ahmad Khan with a few final adjustments in the field, ensuring that he's got his right men in the right positions. Yeah, bro. Hi, how are you, bro? Very good, bro. Bro, can I call you back in 10 minutes if you don't mind?
Put that on silent, not vibrating on your mics.
Wasim Akram has been super impressive here in UAE. Has been one of the most feared bowlers. Left arm, he's got pace and he does swing the ball around. Brings it back into the right-hander, but now he'll be bowling to the left-handed Yasid Abekun. And we're all set. Here we go then. Ball number 1. He starts off with a lovely delivery right on the money. Pitching it just on that 4th stump line. And look at the movement he found. That's what you get here at the ICCA Academy. Early on a fresh wicket, he will enjoy bowling here, Wasim Akram. A lot of the bowlers, they struggle to find discipline in their lines and lengths. Wasim Akram is someone who's pretty accurate very early on, doesn't take time to find his radar. This one's a little further outside off. Yasir Bekun has no problem in letting that one go, and that's one thing they'll have to do. Let go of the ones that are moving around. There's no need to try and score off every delivery. There are runs to be made. There will be those loose deliveries that will be offered to you. Will be cautious early on. Yasir Bekun takes time to get going, but once he's on song, once he's found the middle of the bat a few times, that's when you see him really cutting loose and looking to go after the bowling. Once again, that outswinger from Wasim Akram can be lethal. Yasir Bekun looking to just get across the stumps, try and get closer to the line of the delivery, but once again that swing, just unable to get to it. Look at his feet. There you go. He's trying to get closer to the line, but you're not going to be able to play that off the back foot, that's for sure. And if Wasim Akram does get even closer to the stumps, then that edge is certainly going to carry. It's surprising not to see a slip fielder, despite that heavy movement that he's finding. I'd be tempted to bring one in. That's much straighter and nicely negotiated by Yasir Bekun. Playing with a straight bat, not looking to play across the line. 4 good deliveries to start things off here for Wasim Akram. Third man, fine leg, other 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Oh, nicely picked up, but straight to the fielder. There you go. It was a full delivery. Yasir Bekun saw an opportunity to try and go after Wasim Akram, but just couldn't go over the fielder, which is what he was trying to do. And a good catch at mid-on brings about the first wicket of fly, but that's Wasim Akram being the one that gets it for Alif Pharma. Yasir Bekun will not trouble the scorers. 5 deliveries faced, caught by Syed Umar Shah at mid-on. It's none for 1. On the way. Alhamdulillah. Ngada vandu poitara anga naaliki enga ODI start avutane Sri Lanka Afghanistan. Naalika mukkiyamaana match undu. Yaroda qualifiers ka? Inshallah. Okay, allada kavali. Well, a new name then for Fly Emirates at number 3, Clive Alfonso. He'll walk in at the fall of Yasir Bekun's wicket, and Wasim Akram straight away making an impact. And this will be a good opportunity for him to bowl to a right-hander. 1 delivery left in this first over. Look for that one that comes back in. Can be lethal. And Clive Alfonso will have to get his technique pitch perfect. Oh, he struck him on the toe. They're asking the question. The umpire will move away. In fact, he'll offer it. He'll call it a leg by and say 4. Wow, I thought the only thing that could have saved him was a bit of an inside edge. But that leg by signal from the umpire indicating that it's gone off the foot. And I'm not sure what exactly the reason for that being not out is. Very, very interesting call. This from the umpire. Nevertheless, 4 leg buys to end the over. It will be the first runs on the board for Fly Emirates. It's 4 for 1. Hi Nicholas, sorry man, I'm in commentary right now, so just taking a break. Tell me, bro. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Shall I'll confirm the 8 meters. Shall I send it tomorrow? Okay, bro, no problem. No issue. Okay, solid. Yeah, don't worry. And what about the big one, the 1100 meters that you had, the project one? Any confirmation from that? No, that 1174. Yeah, bro. Oh, this ampersand is, I think 28, no, 30, 28, I think, and absolute is 32. But yeah, you let me know. You said 1174, no? This one is ampersand is 28, I think. Let me confirm. Hold on. This is 28, Nicholas. Yeah. We have FR in all of fabrics, bro. Okay. All right. So I'll confirm this, sir. Well, this is quite interesting. There was a lot of swing on offer for Wasim Akram in that first over, yet Ahmad Ahmed Khan has decided to go with a bit of swing, with a bit of a spin, beg your pardon, in this second over. This is quite an interesting choice here. I thought it will be Zohair Iqbal from the other end, trying to make use of these early conditions. And a simple flighted delivery from Gopakumar will allow Afkar Amuruddin to push that towards long on and get off the mark. So the first runs off the bat for Fly Emirates. 5 for 1 on the board. And I thought Zohair Iqbal would have been really good with the ball hooping around the way it is in these conditions, but Alif Pharma are seeing things slightly differently here. They want to start off with a bit of spin here. Gopakumar being given the new ball as Clive taking guard for the first ball against a spinner. Starts off down the leg side, unable to get a bit of meat onto that. There was a certain boundary written on it. Certainly unhappy with the throw there, the skipper. There was no need to throw at the non-strikers end. However, Clive managed to get off the mark with that little niggle towards fine leg. Yeah, much more comfortable against slower bowling of Gopakumar. Yashita Abekun playing and missing at 4 of those deliveries from Wasim Akram. The 5th one, he offered a catch to mid-on. The last delivery, a very interesting shout. Mighty close. Clive Alfonso getting yorked by Wasim Akram, but the umpire didn't think it was out. Shorter from Gopakumar, quicker through the air. Will be another dot ball. Well, this is an opportunity for Fly Emirates to try and get some runs against a spinner. They might just look to try and attack him. Get a couple of boundaries. He's being cut away, but straight to the fielder. Except that one delivery that went down the leg side, he's been pretty accurate. Stump to stump is what he's looking at, Gopakumar. One delivery left. Oh, that's hit him in the front. And in fact, he's raised the finger this time. He was playing for the turn, Clive. But it's gone on to hit him straight. Didn't really take any turn, was going on with the arm. And he's been given on that occasion. And Clive Alfonso, well, never looked comfortable, did he? His short stay at the crease comes to an end. Made just one run off the 5 deliveries that he faced. And Gopakumar gets his first wicket. It's 7 for 2 now. Seven for 2 Emirates. Some early trouble for them. Alif Pharma have gotten off to a good start with the ball in hand. Wasim Akram with a maiden wicket in the first over of the innings. And now Gopakumar has picked up his first wicket as well. As we have Umar Shah, who's just walked out to bat for Fly Emirates. But it will be Afkar who will be facing his first delivery against Wasim Akram. Full toss, looking for that swing back into the right-hander. Going a little too full, Wasim Akram. And Afkar will happily just guide that towards square leg and pick up his first boundary. It is certainly putting in an effort, Wasim Akram, and because of that, it's a little too full. And any batter would like a full toss to start things off. And this is a very interesting move here. They had the slip in place for the right-hander, although the ball is coming back into him. But for the left-hander, yes, Tabekun, the ball was swinging away from him. There was no slip. This is quite interesting from Hamad Khan. And now that slip has gone away as well. A bit of protection on the leg side. Hamad perched there on the square leg. This one's a little too far outside off. Over-correcting himself, Wasim Akram. Trying to start from outside off to bring that ball back in. This one just went on straight. He's going through a good phase in his life, Wasim Akram, right now. He played the T10 League and recently got to meet his namesake, the man after which he's been named, after whom he's been named, the legend Wasim Akram. Certainly good times to be around. This one's nicely flicked away off his pads. It's in the gap between square leg and mid wicket. Hasn't hit it too hard, and therefore they'll be able to cover that off, but they will run 3 runs, so that's good running as well. A little too straight there from Wasim Akram. Looking for that swing once again. And it's conceded 3 runs now. So this over has fetched him 7 runs. The first one. Only 4 byes off, which are those who will be recorded under his name. Was unlucky to not pick up a second wicket in that first over. To me, it looked dead straight and plumb. But umpire Mujahid out there thought otherwise. Oh, short delivery. Nicely bowled. Umar Shah was expecting the full delivery, swinging away from him. But he surprised him with a shorter one. The first ball that Umar has faced. And now they've got a slip for the left-hander. This makes a lot more sense. As Wasim Akram, who generally will swing it away from the left-handed batters. And to get that slip in play, he'll have to be full and get the batter driving. Short again. Wow. Consecutive short deliveries, but this one will be called a wide over. judged by the umpire, and he'll also be the first one. Let's have another look. Yeah, that was too high. Rightly called. Given away as a wide. 15 for 2. The runs have come some way or the other, but it's the wickets column that will worry Fly Emirates. They are certainly short of a few good players, and already they would have missed the services of Sendil up top, and they've lost their big run maker Yasita Bekun early as well. Oh, that's hit him on the pads. Wasim Akram with a half-hearted inquiry, and another leg by. One more run added to the total as Afkar gets off strike. In fact, Afkar gets on strike. It was Umar Shah who faced those two short deliveries in the third one, striking him on his pads, and he's able to get off strike, although he's yet to get off the mark. Once again, he'll bowl to the right-handed Afkar. Can he land it on the right spot and bring it back in? Oh, this one's short off his gloves. He didn't know too much about it, Afkar. Can be quite nasty, his bounces. And with that short one, we'll have another look at it. Look at that. It was heading to his head. Could have easily struck him on the helmet, but he'll get his glove on the way and survive. 3 overs done. It's 17 for 2. Gopakumar into his second over. Starts off very accurately as he was in the first over. Won't really allow you any room, any width. You have to create your shots. Afkar has made 10 runs, so he's looked all right so far. He'll be the one that Fly Emirates will depend on. Down the leg side and nicely swiveled away towards that fine leg area. Good choice that from Afkar. He could have looked to hit it too hard and maybe gone up, but he swiveled right and made sure that it went past that fine leg fielder who's inside the 30-yard circle. Much needed boundary for Fly Emirates. They need these regularly to arrest this pressure that Alif Pharma have created so far. This one's much nicer, but nicely cut away too by Afkar. Once again, he hasn't looked to hit it too hard. Just pushing it nicely through the gap. Short and wide outside off, and the slip fielder there had no chance to cut that off. Once it passes the 30-yard circle, this outfield is quick enough to take it to the boundary. Afkar will now pick up consecutive boundaries. 25 for 2 now. Looking much better than none for 1 that they were at one stage. Oh, this is a nice looking drive again. Wow. Afkar has played some glorious strokes so far. Gopakumar on that occasion, 2 full outside off. And he's driven him very nicely. What a good looking shot. Down on one knee, leaning into it and keeping it along the carpet throughout. This is good batting from Afkar. It's not aggressive shots, but it's good cricketing shots. And that's what gets you runs on a track like this. Gopakumar too guilty of being wavered. That's much better. Nice and straight on a good length. Can't do much about that except just defend it. The 3 deliveries that he bowled that he got hit for 4s. One was short down the leg side. The other one was short on that 5th stump line. And the other one was 2 full. All 3 given the due treatment by Afkar. This time off the back foot. There is an opportunity for a run out here, but he's quick enough to make it at the non-strikers. And good over this for Fly, but it's 13 off it. It's 30 for 2. Now Zohair Iqbal gets the ball in hand. He would have preferred it with a newer ball, but Wasim Akram, after a couple of overs, has been given a rest. And Zohair Iqbal will also bowl from the school end. Probably that's one reason that he didn't want to bowl alongside Wasim Akram. Right arm fast of Zohair Iqbal. And he will also find a bit of movement here. That's one thing that Alif Pharma have with their faster bowlers. They're both quality fast bowlers. They derive bounce and swing from a surface that has assisted them. So far, at least, it's a fresh wicket with a grass laid on it. Zohair Iqbal will look to try and get the batter to play at him on the front foot. He's got a very wide slip fielder in place. Bring him into the game. Shot outside off. Afkar will let that one go. Yeah, now he's thinking about playing that. He's looked good, Afkar, so far. 23 of 14. Has played a couple of good-looking shots, especially in the previous over. But he'll have to bat long here. He knows that is going to be key for Fly Emirates to try and bat throughout these 20 overs, get them to a respectable score, because Alif Pharma is a strong batting unit. You don't want to give them a paltry total to chase as conditions become easier to bat on as the lights come on and the sun sets here in Dubai. Yeah, looking for that big drive. The movement again, that swing, that seam movement, not helping him get bat on ball. Zohair going full. And that's exactly where he needs to be. Maybe get a little closer to the stumps. That should help him. Pulls the length back, Zohair. Afkar, well, he wanted to play at it. He was hoping that it will be full enough for him to try and get close to it, because he did shuffle across the stumps. But again, unable to get any bat on ball. A bit of exchange between the two batters. Umar Shah with a few words of advice for Afkar. And this is why I would have liked to see Zohair Iqbal partner Wasim Akram at the top with a new ball instead of having the spinner come in. Yes, Gopakumar did pick up a wicket, but you want to try and make use of the conditions while the ball is still new and the batters haven't gotten into the game yet. Still bowled a good first over, Zohair, so far. This is nicely driven. Straight to the fielder. Hamad there, generally very safe. Won't let many pass through. "23 of the 30 runs that Fly Emirates have scored have come off the bat of Afkar. The rest of the batters have struggled. Alif Pharma have made batting look difficult for them here. They've picked up 2 early wickets. However, they'll know that they need to keep applying that pressure. Can't afford to take the step off the gas. This one's down the leg side. Looking for a bit of extra bounce there, Zohair Iqbal. Just gets his line wrong on that occasion. Will concede his first run wide, signaled by the umpire. 31 now. Fly Emirates, they'll take all these extra runs that they're getting, because the boundaries have been hard to come by, except in the previous over, of course, when Afkar picked up 3 consecutive boundaries. The faster bowlers, they've struggled to get away. Short again, looking to pull that away. Too far outside off to do that. Could have been better off cutting it. However, a good over from Zohair comes to an end. It's 31 for 2 after 5. Right then, the spinner has been taken off the attack. Gopakumar conceding 3 boundaries in that previous over has prompted Hamad to bring in another faster bowler, Uzair Maan, with a bit of military medium here. He's one of those cricketers who usually gets to you quicker than you think. He doesn't look all that fast, but can certainly crank up the pace. Just like that. Look at that delivery to start things off. Not sure where Umar Shah was trying to go with that. The first ball is facing against his bowler. He's looked to try and flick that towards mid-wicket. And it's completely missed him. Uzair Maan will be encouraged by that. Slight bit of movement away from the left-hander. It is certainly going to be the faster bowlers early on here with the new ball in hand to do as much damage as possible. Can bring in the spinners later to try and control the innings, but it's the faster bowlers that'll get you wickets early on. This has gone high up, and it's gone all the way for a 6 as signalled by Wasim Akram down there. In fact, it's a 4 as confirmed by the umpire, but extremely lucky. Umar Shah looking to pull that away, a short delivery. Well, fortune favours the brave, they say. And Umar Shah was brave enough to try and play at that. Picks up a boundary for himself. Uzair Maan looking to dig it short and intimidate the batter early on. This one has been pulled away from outside off. Not sure if it's gone all the way. Yeah, the fielder will get around it. They'll come back for the second as well. So looking to certainly take the game on to the bowlers here. Umar Shah is not going to shy away from playing some shots. He understands that they need to get a decent enough score on the board. 180 is what their skipper was saying at the toss. But that certainly will be challenging given that they've lost 2 early wickets. But these two are looking to try and get close to it. Even if they can put on 150, 160, it should certainly be a challenge. They've got good bowlers, Shamim Ali and Ubaidullah, both in the side today. They'll certainly enjoy and look forward to bowling on this track. Once again picked up, but this one's, has it gone all the way? Yes, it has, just over the fielder. Wow, Umar Shah has played some good shots. One off the top edge, but these two have looked good. This one was the best of the lot. Picking it up from his pads and depositing it over square leg. The fielder could only watch it sailing. And for a moment thought he had to take cover. So an expensive over this from Uzair Maan. 12 off it already. He's got 2 deliveries left. And Umar Shah is in no mood to be defensive. Probably the right way to go when you're under pressure. Attack is the best form of defense, they say. Guiding that towards third man. A direct hit would have been interesting. But they'll get the single. Another attempt by Hamad. Just making sure that Afkar stays inside his crease. He'll be on strike now for the last ball of Uzair Maan's over. So this is a good one for Fly Emirates. The last over of the power play. They've certainly picked up on the run scoring and ensured they haven't allowed Alif Pharma to dictate terms here despite picking up those 2 early wickets. Bit more protection on the offside against Afkar, who has looked strong there. They've got a mid-wicket inside the circle and a deep square leg, and the third man being dropped to the boundary. Last ball of the power play coming up. Can they get one more boundary and make it a successful one, Fly Emirates? Once again looking to power that because it was short but too far outside off, and Afkar won't make any connection. 6 overs done. It's 44 for 2. Contrasting from the two ends, Uzair Maan going for 13 runs in his over, and from this end, the school end, Zohair Iqbal conceding just 1 run in his previous over, and now he's back to bowl his second one. Now he'll get a bit more protection as well, as the power play has been relaxed. Down the leg side, Umar Shah looking to gets a bit of add on to it. He wants a second, but Afkar says he'll rather keep strike against Zohair Iqbal. Leg by confirmed by the umpire there. And Zohair Iqbal starts off with a delivery down the leg side. He'll have to be accurate. They've picked up 2 early wickets, but since then, Emirates have done well to ride on the pressure. Picked up a few good-looking boundaries as well. Played off to the offside. They thought about a single. You don't want to chance someone like Hamad, who is usually a very strong thrower. Afkar has been unable to pass the field in the last couple of overs. After those 3 boundaries that he scored against the spinner, seems to have gone into a shell. Once again, hitting that towards extra cover. The long off fielder will cover it off, but they'll take one more on the throw. Had a bit of ground to cover. Both sides of the ground seemed quite big today because we are playing right in the middle of the square. So no short boundaries, but a lot of good running between the wickets required here from the batters, because there are big spaces, big gaps to be exploited. And that's one thing Emirates will have to do well today if they are to post a challenging total against a strong Alif Pharma side. Afkar will be key in doing that. Looking for that expansive drive, as he has indicated there. He wanted to go over the infield. He's a fielder there, so he'll have to be careful playing a shot like that, but unable to get back onto that. Umar Shah, once again, the senior man, with a bit of advice for Afkar. Zohair Iqbal, once again with the good overs. Just 4 deliveries bowled and 3 runs given away. We're looking to pick up a wicket here. He's very hungry for wickets usually. Very passionate about his game. Loves to go in there and perform every time. Oh, that one came back in. Nicely bowled by Zohair. But equally well played as well by Afkar. Saw it from the wrist, I think. And angled back into him. Another dot ball. He's done well, Zohair Iqbal, after that expensive over for Uzair Maan. It'll be interesting to see if Hamad continues with Uzair in the next over. Is he going to maybe bring the spinner in now that the power play has been relaxed? 1 delivery left in this over. And it's another play and a miss from Afkar. For the umpteenth time, he's played at 1 and missed it completely. 47 for 2, 7 overs completed. And to take you through the next few overs, it will be my good friend and colleague, Atiq Nizam.
Well, so good evening to all our viewers. That was Samir Yunus who just took us through the first 7. Thank you very much. And now we're just about to witness the rebuilding of the Emirates after losing 2 early wickets. A good little partnership in building, a 40 runs time between these two. They were 7 for 2 at one stage, the Emirates. Afkar and Umar Shah doing the rebuilding. The Alif Pharma have had a good start, picking up those 2 early wickets, especially the big wicket of Yasita Bekun, who's been the man who's scoring a lot of runs for Emirates. That's a short and wide, nicely played down to the sweeper cover. Bit of a fumble there. Think they're gonna get an easy 3. Nice little shot there by Afkar. He's been a new addition to this Emirates setup. Afkar Amuruddin. We saw some lusty blows in the previous game from Umar Shah as well, so it's going to be very interesting to see how he goes about it. He's already got a good start, 14 runs of 9 balls. So Sikandar Khan, a very, very exciting spinner, with some good lines and lengths. But there you go, when I say it, he pulls one down the leg side. Sikandar Khan. So 50 on the board now, 52 for 2. Crucial few overs coming up here. Oh, that's nicely played. Beautiful shot there. That is more like it. That is the Umar Shah we know of. And he's absolutely smashed that behind square on the leg side. Great pickup. Oh, that's magnificent. Well, that'll definitely do them some good. The Emirates. So good over here for the Emirates so far. 11 runs coming out the first 3 balls. Sikandar Khan bowling a bit too short on the occasion. Better delivery, fired it in this time. Played it with soft hands there. Umar Shah. Good batting. Hit a 6 of the previous ball and then straight away just drops it and takes a quick run. Going at a good rate here, the Emirates, in spite of losing those 2 early wickets. They're going at 7.7. And a 50-run partnership between these two have also come up. 53 now. So, very, very good partnership here. Excellent stuff. Umar Shah been entrusted with some responsibilities. Usually comes to bat lower down the order. Today been entrusted at number 4, as there you go. That is the reason exactly why he's been promoted up the order. Because he certainly can bring out some lusty blows. And that was a magnificent shot. Look at that, beautiful. Bit too short once again, Sikandar Khan. And he was taken to the cleaners. An expensive over. 19 runs come off Sikandar Khan's first. 66 for 2 after 8. So Zohaib continues. He's bowled a brilliant spell so far. 2 overs, none for 3. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. What a shot, a cover drive. That looked really, really pleasing to the eye to see. A couple of runs. Afkar Amuruddin, very stylish, technically correct. And when he gets going, he certainly is a pleasure to watch. He's got a good start here now, 31 of 27. The run rate has now been pushed above 8 thanks to these two 60-run stand. Oh, pulled it in front of square this time. In fact, straight down to mid-on. Zohair Iqbal has been very, very tight in his spell. He's somebody that hits the deck really hard. He can get the ball to nip in and away from the right-hander as well. Bowling his third over. He's given absolutely nothing away so far. Oh, good delivery. Surprised him with a bouncer, but the radar was slightly off on that occasion. Been given a wide. Also been called one for the over by the umpire. Zohair Iqbal usually bowls with a lot of heart. Yeah, I think that was just marginal, wasn't it? Just marginal. Ever so slightly. The umpires, they say this is certainly a batter's game. This time, oh goodness, that was once again very, very marginal. Just around that white line. Swung in away very, very late. The skipper Hamad Ahmed Khan for the Alif Pharma. He's gonna be a very crucial cog in the wheel for the Alif Pharma when they come in to bat later on tonight. Oh, he's gone hard, but he's not timed it. Straight down the throat of the mid-on fielder. So Afkar Amurdin once again gets a start and throws his wicket away. Good bowling this has been by Zohair Iqbal. He's been consistently hitting those good lines and lengths. And finally he's been rewarded with a breakthrough. So Afkar Amurdin has to depart. 31 of 29 for him. 4 boundaries in that innings. And Gopa Kumar makes no mistake at the mid-on region. So a breakthrough for Zohair. And for the Alif Pharma, they lose their third wicket. Fly Emirates 70 for 3. So Damit Jasuri, the new batter, in at number 5. Straight away gets off the mark. So a new looking batting lineup here for the Fly Emirates. Damit Jasuri, the wicket keeper, getting an opportunity tonight to have a hit. (71 for 3). This has been a very good over in spite of 2 wides there by Zohair Iqbal. He's still bowled really well. 1 for 8 of 2.4 overs. Brilliant stuff. Oh, good delivery, but this time trying to find the block hole. They push it and they get a thinking for a second there. So last ball of the 9th coming up, 72 for 3. So new batter out there taking strike. Damit Jasuri One more ball to go in the ninth. And she played there on the occasion. 9 overs done. Fly Emirates 72 for 3. Well, so there's a change in the bowling. It's going to be Al Amin who's been introduced into the attack. Al Amin Sainuddin is going to bowl the 10th over. And that's another very, very good shot. Once again, it's been picked up beautifully by Umar Shah, and he's hit it behind square all the way. What a shot from Umar Shah once again. He certainly is making that shot look ridiculously easy. Well, he's off to a flying start here, Umar Shah. 28 for him now. In fact, 34 of 14 balls, striking at above 200. First ball from Al Amin Sainuddin, and he's now put under tremendous amount of pressure here. Good delivery there, bowling across the right-hander. Once again, Umar Shah targeting that deep square region. So, this time again, outside the off stump, a wide delivery. Umar Shah, well, he has to eye a big one here tonight. He's certainly been in his elements. He's been in good form. He's been striking them beautifully from the moment he's walked out to bat. 34 of 15. Oh, asking a question. Umar Shah fishing on that outside off stump. He looks very, very, very much in sync when he's trying to pull or hook the ball on the leg side, or that pick-up shot behind square. But the moment it's bowled outside off stump, he seems to be trying to reach for it. That may be a sign for the Alif Pharma that they've got to make sure that they keep the ball outside off stump. For Umar Shah, don't give him anything around that middle and leg side. Oh, change of pace on this occasion by Amin. Nicely bowled there. Thinking of a second, I think it's been gonna be called a leg by, and yes, it is. So Fly Emirates 80 on the board now, 80 for 3. 2 more balls to go in the over. 7 runs and a wide have come off the 10th first over from Al-Amin. So 2 more balls to go to end the 10th. 80 for 3. Al-Amin Sainuddin, he'll want to get a wicket here now. He's bowled quite well after being hit for a 6 on the first ball. Good delivery, hitting the bat hard. An opportunity, was there a direct hit? I felt that Damit was struggling. It was a slightly, but now they'll get an extra after ricocheting off the ball on the stumps. Well, that's unlucky, to say the least. They managed to pick up 3 on the occasion. Just look at that, a drop. And they push for a second. And the ricocheter again gets a third. Well, that is sloppy from the Alif Pharma. What could have been 1 was given 2 additional runs. Last ball coming up of the 10th now. 83 for 3. Oh, once again he's picked it. Why has he hit it? Has that gone all the way? Yes, it has. What a shot from Umar Shah. He certainly has played some blinder rough shots here tonight at the ICCA Academy. Starts off with a 6 and ends the over with a 6 as well. Umar Shah, 40 of 18. He's been timing them crisply and sweetly. And every time he's timed it, the ball's travelled all the way. Brilliant batting. That's gone a long, long way. 10 overs done at the halfway stage. Fly Emirates 89 for 3. So Sikandar Khan continues, starts off with a wide delivery. In fact, that's Gopa Kumar as another left arm spinner for the Alif Pharma. Gopa Kumar, Gopal Krishnan. This is nicely played again, very risk-free shot. They get a couple of runs, so effectively they've got 3 runs on the first ball after that wide down the leg side. Delivery this time nicely flighted. Gopakumar inviting the batter to go for a big shot. They don't have to do anything out of the ordinary here, the Fly Emirates. They've got the rate up. They've gone to close to 9 runs in over. Oh, risky shot on that occasion. Damit Jayasuriya. But somehow he manages to find the gap that's running away and trickling away to the boundary. And the ball wins the race. That's a very, very risky shot. Damit Jayasuriya was trying to get on the back foot. It was quicker, but he somehow managed to get the bat down in time. And he still manages to find the gap. Welcome runs here for the Fly Emirates. They'll not mind it. Damit Jayasuriya is not going to mind it. He's moved to 10 now of 6 balls. Once again, he angles the bat down. And will the ball win the race? But just a bit of footy skills. Holds the ball inside the ropes. So this once again turning out to be a good over here. Gopakumar slightly expensive. 1 for 25. Oh, this time it's being glanced down to short fine. So one more ball to go, 99 for 3. Well, Umar Shah now on strike. What's he planning to do here? 10 runs have come up this over. With the left arm spinner coming into the left-handed batter. I'd feel that Umar Shah is going to take his chances. Oh, very, very close. I think perhaps might have got a bit of inside edge, or also maybe missing the leg stump. But a good over here for the Emirates. 10 runs coming off that. 11 overs done, 99 for 3. So the skipper is bringing himself on now into the attack. Hamad Ahmed Khan. 99 for 3, the Emirates. Once again plays it with soft hands. A quick single towards point. And the 100 comes up for the Emirates. 100 for 3. Inside the 12th over. So after being 2 wickets down, this certainly has been a brilliant recovery. Thanks to that man, Umar Shah, 40 of 19. A good little partnership there with Afkar Amuddin. Oh, he is mistimed this, but there's no field there behind the wicket keeper. That could easily have squirted to any part of the ground. Very lucky there, Umar Shah. It did not go to hand. Oh, a bit of a misfield. That's a very good shot there by Dame Jayasuriya. Rocking on the back foot and playing it beautifully in towards that gap. The fielder tried its best. A quicker delivery by Hamad Khan. Maybe a bit of invariable bounce enabled it to get to the boundary for a 4. Dame Jayasuriya, 18 of 10. He's got a good start here, Dame Jayasuriya. He's got to make sure that he pushes on now. A good partnership here building between Umar Shah and Damit. Once again, a quick single. Zohair Iqbal, one of the better fielders in the Alif Pharma, very nearly getting a run out there on that occasion. Two more balls to go in the over. 7 runs coming out the first 4 balls of Hamad Ahmed Khan. Comes down the track. Hits it towards, but the fielder takes it in the deep. So Umar Shah's enterprising innings finally comes to an end. Well, he was going so nicely. He certainly was threatening. But this is how he plays. This is how he scores all his runs. And this is how he departs more often than not. Umar Shah, a brilliant knocker. Strike rate close to 200. 41 of 20 balls. Unfortunately, has to make the long walk back. He departs, another partnership being broken. 106 for 4. So last ball of the 12th. New batter is the captain, Usman Mushtaq. And straight away gets off the mark. Plays down the ground for a single. 12 overs done, 107 for 4. So quick single. 13th over now in progress. Sikandar Khan continues bowling his second over now. Usman Mushtaq, 1 of 2. Solid forward defense there. So Usman Mushtaq, he certainly is somebody who usually bats very aggressive, but he's not been in the best of forms. So there's been a good start by Sikandar Khan. Just 3 dot deliveries of the first 3 balls. Had a very expensive first over. Oh, but this time, there you go. After bowling 3 very good deliveries, this time he slides 1 down the leg side. And Usman Mushtaq got into position early on and swivels across and plays it down right towards us here in the com box. A boundary there, Sikandar Khan. All the hard work done in the first 3 balls has been undone by that loose delivery. And Usman Mushtaq is too good a batter to miss out. Good batting there on this occasion. Once again playing with soft hands towards mid-wicket. A quick single been taken. 112 for 4. Still some batters yet to come for the fly. Nicely played there. Single down. In fact, they're pushing for a second opportunity. And a direct hit on that occasion. Was he shot? I felt he was shot. Goodness gracious, that was certainly a suicidal run out. Usman Mushtaq seemed to be struggling to get back into the crease, but it was a weak throw, I'd say, but it was on target. It was a direct hit, and direct hit more often than not can often find the batter's shot. Is this gonna be out? Oh, he's not greasing the bat. He's not greasing the bat. Oh, that's touch and go. That is touch and go. That is gonna be extremely close. Usman Mushtaq making a elementary mistake, not sliding his bat in, trying to plonk the bat into the crease. Can that be the difference between him surviving Very, very close to say the least. Happy not to be in the third umpire's shoes at this stage. Still very, very close. It's touch and go. Bat in the air. But when the bails come off, has he creased the bat is the question there. Third umpire, over to you. Just look at that. There you have the ball right next to the bails. But at the point of impact, felt like that he plonked the bat in. He may survive here, Usman Mushtaq. But sloppy running to say the least. But in fact, I think, has he been given not out? Yes, he has. So Usman Mushtaq surviving with the barest of margins. 13 overs done, 114 for 4. So 14th over straight away begins. 114 on the board. They're going at a very good rate here, the Fly Emirates. They certainly have not bogged down, even in spite of losing those 4 wickets. They've made sure that they carry on. Oh, that's nicely hit, but a dropped opportunity at covers. So Usman Mushtaq is certainly living a charmed life. A run-out opportunity previously, that was hit really hard. It came at an awkward position, but the fielder there at covers made a big mess of that, and I think he may have hurt himself. Has he? It looks like he's in a bit of pain, or is he just disappointed? Yeah, I think he's got a hard hit on the hands there. That was indeed Gopal Krishnan. So Usman Mushtaq having 2 very close calls there. He certainly has got to make sure that he utilizes this opportunity. Nicely played this time by Damit Jayasuriya. He's quietly moved on to 22 now of 13 balls. Damit playing a good, decent knock for his team. Been given an opportunity in the playing 11. He's hardly got that opportunity, Damit Jayasuriya. Oh, this time he slog swept that towards the mid-wicket region and gets a boundary. Nicely played there by Usman. Well, he's now beginning to time the ball nicely, Usman Mushtaq. Well, I still remember the last year, Usman Mushtaq sustained an injury on his foot. And ever since that, he's not been his usual best. But it's good to see him get into form once again. 11 of 9 now. He's got to make sure that he goes and pushes on for a big one here tonight. 121 for 4. One more ball to go to end the 14th. Damit Jayasuriya 22 now. Shot. He's reached out for that. And will he get a boundary? He does. Magnificent shot there by Damit Jayasuriya. Well, I was wondering, he certainly let go of an opportunity of a wide because that was way outside off stump, but still he manages to get good contact and hit it into the gap. 14 overs done, 125 for 4. So 15th over now in progress, and Sikandar Khan continues. He's had an expensive spell. 27 of 2.1 overs. Dami Jayasuriya. Once again, he seems to be really very strong off that back foot towards that square region on the offside. He seems to be timing the ball very well. He's got some very good wrist power. Trying to flick those wrists toward the offside, and that's a risky shot. But I think that was perhaps sliding down the leg side ever so slightly. Usman Mushtaq's got to be a bit careful. Well, mind you, Usman Mushtaq is a cricketer with a lot of experience. Played for the UAE, played in the Asia Cup a few years ago. Oh, he swept it. This is in the air. There's a fielder running across and it's taken almost a brilliant catch. Well, we thought that he took a blinder, but the opportunity goes down on the boundary line. In fact, the fielder came running into the field. That was once again Gopal Krishnan. An opportunity. Second catch goes down. Second opportunity goes down. Well, he's going to be extremely disappointed there, Gopal Krishnan. But this is a good comeback by Sikandar Khan. Just 4 runs coming off the first 5 balls. Last ball. And this time it looks like he's middled this out of the middle of the bat. Usman Mushtaq has come join the party. Magnificent strike over mid-on. And a brilliant way to end the over. Sikandar Khan once again, after having bowled 5 very good balls, the last one bowls it full up. And Usman Mushtaq certainly brings all his might into that. Sikandar Khan 3 for 36. 15 overs done, 135 for 4 with 5 overs to play. Well, so we've, in the background, you could just see the Dubai Capitals here at the ICCA Academy training. A lot of superstars in the Dubai Capitals lineup. Oh, he's bowled him. He's bowled him. Dami Jayasuriya. A delivery that was angling into the right-hander. He tries to make some room towards the leg side and play it on the off. Well, not the right shot, my friend. You have got to play that on the leg side. But Dami Jayasuriya, gritty knock, finally comes to, and look at that, gives himself some room. And that is not a shot that you can try and play square on the offside. You got to go towards the mid-wicket region. But Dami Jayasuriya, he walks back. A good knock, a gritty knock. 27 of 16 with 3 boundaries. And Al-Amin Sainuddin gets the breakthrough. His first wicket. 135 for 5. New batter Uzair Khan walks into bat at number 7. Straight away plays with soft hands. Glided down to deep third for a single. So picking up wickets here in regular intervals, the Alif Pharma. They certainly have been stifling the progress of the Fly Emirates by picking up these regular breakthroughs, not helping the Fly Emirates. But Usman Mushtaq's wicket is going to be very crucial. He's got to start 21 of 15 once again. Once again, mind you, Usman Mushtaq, a former UAE capped player. He's going to be a crucial cog for the Fly Emirates if they've got to get to that 170, 180 mark. The last 5 overs, 136 on the board. With 5 wickets in hand, with Usman Mushtaq still out to bat, I'd say that they need to get at least another 40 runs if the last 30 balls here. Oh, that's it very nicely. He's found the gap, has he? No, he has not. Just been picked up on the boundary line. Usman Mushtaq, 22 of 17. Uzair Khan, good to see him in the Fly Emirates colours. It's been some time since he played here at the ICCA Academy for the Fly Emirates. He was injured, so good to see him back, hitting the ground hard. But this has been a brilliant over by Al-Amin Zainuddin. Just 3 runs and a wicket as well. He's bowled quite well. We were just talking about the Dubai Capitals in the ICC Academy. The likes of Shane Watson, beg your pardon, David Warner, Dasun Shanaka, Bhanuka Rajapaksa, to name a few. That's a very good shot. Nicely pulled behind square for a single. But a good over from Al-Amin. 4 runs off that over and a wicket to add to it. So 139 for 5, 4 overs to go. So 139 for 5. Oh, that's a very good delivery. Wasim Akram, you champion. He certainly has been bowling some thunderbolts at the batters of the Fly Emirates. He did play for the Abu Dhabi T10. Wasim Akram. He was rubbing shoulders against some of the greats of the game. Would have certainly learnt a lot. Well, and also I've been informed here by my co-commentator Samir Yunus from back at the com box that Wasim Akram's met the senior Wasim Akram very recently. Oh, that's sloppy to say the least, wasn't that? But that was very good timing by Usman once again. Tried to bring his footy skills once again, but that time not able to keep the ball in play. Well, he was more in fear of tripping on the ball then stopping it. It's been that sort of a day for the Alif Pharma. So Wasim Akram, like we said, he's faced he's met his idol, who he's named after, and he's certainly bowling some thunderbolts just like him. Would have got a lot of insight from the legend himself. And he certainly is bowling like one here, Wasim Akram. 1 for 13 of 2.3 overs. He's absolutely lethal with the new ball, and equally effective with the old ball towards the end of the death in the death overs as well. Oh, good delivery. There you go. This time bouncing Usman Mushtaq. Not the quickest than he was about 15 years ago, Usman Mushtaq, with his hand-eye coordinations. But he certainly has got a bit of cricket left in him as well. 28 of 22. 3 overs to go after this. They have to get to that 180 mark if possible, or 170 at the least, with 5 wickets in hand. So Zair Khan also quite capable with the bat. He will look forward to getting some lusty blows out of the middle of the bat, as he usually does. 2 more balls to go. This time round the wicket, in fact over the wicket, Wasim Akram, and that ball went horribly wrong. He tried to try something different there. Don't see him very often, Wasim Akram, bowling over the wicket. He prefers Alright, in fact, he's gone round the wicket. And nicely played there. That's a very, very good batting. Not relying on brute power there. Just making sure that he gets the placement right on that occasion. Hits the gap. And at the ICCA Academy, usually when it does pass the 30-yard circle, you will get full value for shots. That's a beautifully timed shot. This over now has turned to the advantage of the Emirates. 10 runs coming off this over. It's been a good one. Wasim Akram has decided to go back over the wicket. That little experiment did not work. And that's sloppy by the wicket keeper. Good delivery, but missing it all ends up, and 4 byes been given by the umpire. So unfortunate to say the least. But the Emirates will take it as they bring their 150 up. 153 for 5. Just look at that. Oh, very unfortunate. These extras can certainly come back to haunt the Alif Pharma when they come into bat. 153 for 5 after 17. And when we come back for the next over, it's going to be Samir Yunus to take you through to the end of the innings.
Alamin has bowled well, but he starts off down the leg side with a wide in this 18th over of the game. Emirates have done well to get to a 150, especially after starting off with a couple of quick wickets. They've resurrected this innings. Useful contributions from Afkar, Umar Shah, and now Usman Mushtaq, the skipper, leading the way for his team. This one's again down the leg side, but he's managed to get some bat onto it. Zohair Iqbal with the chase. He'll only get a single. He's been a new addition to the team, Alamin, but he's looked good. He's got pace about him. And just to go back on that Emirates innings, they've done well, haven't they? They are short of a few good regulars of theirs, but they still managed to get those runs. They have lost wickets at regular intervals, but that hasn't stopped them from the run scoring. Going at 9 runs per over. The captain did mention that they're looking at about 180 batting first. And under edge there. Oh, this is a chance, but won't be able to get a direct hit there, wicketkeeper. It's been a bit lousy, even in the previous over, the last ball, not holding on to it. And on that occasion, this was mighty close. Usman Mushtaq took off very quickly from the non-striker's end, and even a direct hit, I think, wouldn't have mattered too much. And rightly so, Usman wants to strike. He's been the hitter so far, and he'll look to try and get a couple more big ones, if possible, in these last few overs. Nicely guided away towards third man. Point fielder will cut it off. Will only be a single. Yeah, he's led from the front. Atiq was mentioning Usman Mushtaq, far from his best years, but he's certainly putting in a shift here at the far end of his cricket career. He's captaining this side, Fly Emirates. And he's done well so far. 30 of 24. He'll have to be there in the last couple of overs to apply those finishing touches. Wow, what a shot from Uzair Khan. He's powered that towards mid-wicket. Wasim Akram will clear that up. Will only be a single. So not a bad over in the context of the game. Hasn't considered a boundary, Al-Amin. And the way it's been progressing, it seems like he will be the one to bowl that last over. The question is, who's going to bowl the next over? It'll probably be Wasim Akram, who's bowled only 3. If they can get in these 2 overs at least 20 runs, that will have them in a very good position. 178 is certainly a challenging total. Slower delivery, hit right back behind the bowler. Forget about chasing that. Usman has absolutely powered that. Was full in the slot. And he's given it everything, Usman Mushtaq. And that long off fielder gave up very quickly because there was no chance he was going to cut that off. And just when we said that there was no boundary considered in the over, Al-Amin gives away one. Too slow, too full. Usman Mushtaq pouncing on that one. 162 now. Well on course for that 180 mark that they were talking about at the toss. Slower outside the off this time. It's been cut away. The fielder has got a bit of work to do. But he'll keep it to a single. Thanks to a decent throw. Another good over for Fly Emirates at the end of 18. They're 163 for 5. Wasim Akram now will bowl out this penultimate over of this innings. He'll have to try and control the damage. If he can pick up the wicket of Usman, that'll be perfect for Alif Pharma. What a good looking shot this is from Usman Mushtaq. Just wow. I think he was expecting that fuller length delivery because Wasim Akram will target the Yorker, but look how nicely he's picked that up. Straight as you like. Right behind the bowler and into the fence. They don't get better than that, these shots. Middle of the bat and presenting the full face. A maximum to start this over. This time it's towards point and get that one run. That's one thing they've done very well, Fly Emirates. They've looked for those quick singles. They've looked for those twos in the gaps. And that's what has kept the fielders on their toes and the bowlers frustrated. That has allowed them to get to 170 already. Wasim Akram will stay over the wicket to the left-hander. But what a fine innings Usman Mushtaq has played. He's providing that late order impetus that Fly Emirates needed to finish on a high. And they're certainly finishing on a high. They've got 10 deliveries left, 170 up on the board. 180 is certain. And they'll be getting more than that. Full toss. Just pushed towards mid-wicket by Uzair Khan. They'll be coming back for the second one. And that's the reason he played that with soft hands. Big outfield on either side of the wicket. We're playing exactly in the centre. So, big gaps to be exploited by the batters. Wasim Akram has given away 9 already in this over. Off shot over the wicket keeper as well. And that'll be 5 wides. Oh, it's going horribly wrong here for Alif Pharma. Wasim Akram trying too many things here and giving away 5 wides on that occasion. Fly Emirates, they won't mind this. They will take these with open arms. Every extra run counts. 177 now. Still 9 deliveries left in this innings. This has gone high. Who's getting under that? It's the wicket keeper. And he holds on to one. As Uzair Khan, looking to go big down the ground, has taken a big top edge. And this time they'll take the catch, Alif. And a much needed wicket here just to break the flow of runs, just to apply a bit of a break here. Uzair Khan looking to go big. And getting a big outside edge that went right up in the air. Didn't go too far from him. In fact, it went behind the batter and the wicket keeper, the one who had to take it with the gloves on. 177 for 6. So Wasim Akram has provided a breakthrough here. His second wicket. Where has that gone? Wow. Wasim Akram has had his troubles today. Wides, no balls and the entire lot. This one way above the waist and the first warning as well for Wasim Akram. Shamim Ali, who's out there to bat, he would have tried to hit that. And a good stop from the keeper also. Otherwise it could have gotten much worse than that result. Now a free hit. So things certainly not going the way Alif Pharma would have wanted. Giving away too many runs here in the back end of the innings. They'll have to come out and play those. They'll have to come out and get all these runs that they're giving away. And it's not going to be easy. Looking for a big shot. A big swipe across the leg side. And a dot ball. So not real damage incurred through that no ball. 34 for 2 in the night. He looked so good in the first spell that he bowled. Just in the second spell, he's just not lost his radar, trying to do too many things. Ball slipping off his hands on that no ball. And in the previous over too, he bowled a couple of wides. That went wrong for him. Last ball of his over. Shamim Ali nicely defending that, and they'll manage to get a single as well. He'll keep strike Shamim Ali, and the end of the 19th over, it's 179 for 6. So it will be Zuhair to bowl the last over, and given his stats so far, that makes perfect sense. 9 for 1 has given away in these 3 overs. So Hamad turning to his most economical bowler to try and finish without further damage, as they've conceded 179 already. Oh, this is big. This is huge from Shamim Ali. And he hasn't even bothered looking at it. Sail all the way for a maximum length delivery from Zuhair Iqbal. And Shamim Ali has been waiting exactly for that. Gets under it and hammers it past the bowler behind the fence for a maximum. A good start to this over for Emirates. Now they are on 185. Now 200 also seems possible here. After a very, very shaky start, they've done brilliantly well to get to where they are now. Also tells you the conditions out there for batting. Been brilliant. Oh, looking for a cheeky little paddle. Zuhair Iqbal did well to follow him. That's hit him on his box, I think. Yeah, not the best place to get hit. Probably on the groin. Won't be comfortable. But I think he's a strong fighting character. He'll keep standing up and batting. Usman Mushtaq telling him, why are you playing shots like that? There's ample opportunities in front of the wicket. An entire gap over extra cover. Try and exploit those. Third man is also up in the circle. So you could have easily guided that away as well. Oh, nicely flicked away this time. Field has a bit of work to do. Should be able to cut it off, but they'll manage to get a couple of runs here. So 8 of the first 3. Turning out to be a good over so far for Fly Emirates. And Shamim Ali is certainly capable of hitting those big shots, as he's shown us of the first delivery of this over. Can he get one more? Get them into the 190s. That'll certainly be a boost going into the second innings. They've pushed Alif Pharma to the wall. Strong side, but today just haven't turned up with their bowling. Superb contributions from almost all the batters. Full toss, hammered down the ground. Good catch taken. Will it be called a no ball though? That's what Shamim Ali will be looking for. He'll be looking for that signal. But it turns out the umpire will not budge. So Shamim Ali has to walk away. It will be a wicket for Zuhair Iqbal. And something they needed, Alif Pharma, just to arrest that flow of runs that was being provided by Shamim Ali. Full toss got big on him. He tried to clear. And it seemed like it was just below that waist area. So not a bad decision after all. Shamim Ali goes for 9. It's 187 for 7. Two deliveries left in this innings. Mel and Philip will come out to bat and face these two. Zuhair Iqbal has bowled well. It's the 20th over of the innings. And the ball still hooping around. That's down to two things. The skill of the bowler and also the conditions here at the ICCA Academy. The ball always moves. And now Melon Philip will have to face the last ball. Usman Mushtaq has been left stranded at the non-striker's end. How dearly he would have liked to be on strike on this over. Try and get a couple of boundaries away. Nevertheless, it's been a good effort. 187 is certainly a challenging total here against a strong Alif Pharma side. Missing it completely. Thought about a bye, but Melon Philip will smile at his skipper saying, mate, I don't want to get out. Rather stay not out. End of 20. A well-compiled 187 for the pilots and the engineers of Fly Emirates. They'll certainly feel like that's a total that they can defend with the bowling that they have. Yes, they are short of a few regulars, but still they've done very well to post 187. That man on the right, Usman Mushtaq, will be certainly pleased with the way his team has batted and also the way he has batted. 42 of 28. He provided that late flourish in the innings to finish on a high. And 187 is certainly a high given the strength of the opposition. At none for one, it seemed like they will be rolled over very quickly, but all of the batters contributing in some way or the other. Umar Shah, especially with a super 41 at a strike rate of almost 200, ensured that those runs kept coming in the middle overs. Early wicket, Jasid Abekun falling in the first over. Then Afkar and Umar Shah combined to put on a good partnership. Umar Shah with a super 41 of 21 hit some big sixes. Afkar collected those 31 runs of 29 deliveries. Then Damit Jayasuriya also partnering with his skipper. 27 of 16 for him, and Usman Mushtaq staying not out, 42 of 28, ensuring that they get to a strong total. And 26 extras bowled by Alif Pharma. That's going to hurt them eventually. 2 for 35 for Wasim Akram. Among the wickets, as he always is, slightly expensive. Gopakumar, the spinner, was given the new ball. Just bowled 3 overs, 1 for 26 for him. Zohair Iqbal, the pick of the bowlers for sure. 2 for 17. And that middle column, Uzair Man, Sikandar Khan, Alamin Zainuddin, all of them going at a double-digit economy rate. And that's been the problem for Alif Pharma. And Hamad, the skipper as well, although he picked up a wicket, gave away 19 runs in his 2 overs. This is how it started off. Jasid Abekun, the first ball that he hit with his bat straight to the fielder, got out. Then Clive Alfonso being dismissed by Gopakumar, LBW. That's when the two combined, Afkar Amurdin and Umar Shah, who played some fantastic shots, especially on the leg side. Some big hits, and all of them were towering sixes. Look at that. Off the middle of the bat, and every time he played them, they cleared quite easily. Afkar looking to go big. Lost his wicket. Then Umar Shah continued his merry ways, but he too had to perish after those big lusty blows. Ahmad Khan with the wicket, and a good catch in the end. Uzair Man there for the safest hands in this Alif Pharma fielding unit. Then Usman Mushtaq came out and played some brilliant shots, rolling the ears back and ensuring that he stays out there. The rest of the batters, well, they came and they went. Uzair Khan looking to go big with his skipper towards the end. The wicket-keeper taking a good catch there. Judge did well. Wasim Akram's second wicket that was. But after that, too many extras, too many loose deliveries ensured that the Fly Emirates got to 187 for 7. That was the wicket of Shamim Ali in the last over. So 188 is the target for Alif Pharma. We'll take a quick break and then we'll be back with the run chase.
good evening and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And we're just about to start the proceedings of the Alif Pharma in pursuit of 188 for victory. It's been a brilliant recovery from the Fly Emirates after losing 2 quick wickets early on, being 7 for 2 and then getting to 188. Well, that performance is certainly commendable, thanks to that brilliant knock by the skipper. Usman Mushtaq leading from the front. 42 runs, being unbeaten. Equally, some very, very good contributions from the top order, in fact the middle order of the Fly Emirates. So 2 very, very good batters have walked out to bat. Uzair Maan, number 27 on his jersey. Classy player, classy batter. And sometimes when he gets going, certainly is an absolute pleasure to watch. He can hit the ball a long way. Technically sound. Gonna be very interesting to see how he goes about it. And his partner on the other end is Shahir. So these two will want to make sure that they utilize his power play overs, because they've got to go at a rate close to 9.5. So it certainly will take some doing. And at the looks of it, it seems like Varun Thakur is going to open the proceedings with the ball for the Fly Emirates. Usually Mohammad Ubaidullah starts, but looks like he might perhaps come from the ICCA Academy end, maybe the preferred end for Ubaidullah. Well, so there was a slight delay in start. We're all set for first ball of the chase of the Alif Pharma. And it's going to be Mohammad Shair on strike. Slip in place. A gully point. Covers mid-off, mid-on. Mid-wicket. And a deep square. First ball. And he's bowled him. What a start this has been for Fly Emirates. Goodness gracious. That was a magnificent delivery. Uzair Khan is opening the proceedings with the ball. And he's bowled an absolute jaffa that's come into the right-hander. Playing all around it. And Mohammad Shahir has to depart. Golden duck. First ball of the innings. And he's hit the timber. Fly Emirates will be absolutely thrilled with this start. Alif Pharma, not so much. None for one. Well, Lovepreet Singh walks into bat at number 3. But I can tell you, he's certainly not going to receive any love from the Fly Emirates bowlers. They'll want to knock him out. But this is a magnificent start. Exactly what the doctor ordered. First ball wicket. Lovepreet Singh usually opens the batting for the Alif Pharma. Today walks in at number 3. Uzair Khan, what a start. Oh, good delivery, and that's a nasty bit of bounce, and that's hit him on the glove. That certainly is going to be a bit painful. Good delivery. Look at that. Oh, he's generated some serious pace and bounce there. Uzair Khan. Very, very nicely bowled there, Uzair Khan. He's wearing the jersey of Varun Thakur, who is not playing today. Flicked off the pads this time towards the square leg region for a single. And Lovepreet Singh is off the mark. First runs on the board, 1 for 1. Uzair Khan now getting an opportunity to shine here under the lights here at the ICCA Academy. Uzair Khan will be facing the first ball from Uzair Khan. So which Uzair is going to come on top? We will know very shortly. Is it the man or the Khan? Oh, a bit of extra bounce there. Uzair Khan is certainly hitting the seam of the ball, and it certainly is moving profusely. Uzair Khan, a very technically correct batter. You see a bit of smile on his face. He knew that was a good one. Did well to keep that down, Uzair Khan. But Uzair Khan certainly does look like a very, very special talent with the ball. Oh, he's bowled it fuller this time, but slightly leggish on that occasion. It was moving away from the right-hander as well. In fact, into the right-hander as well. So that was quite definitely was going to miss the leg stump. And there was quite definitely also pitching outside leg as well. But what a start. Just one run. And also picked up a wicket as well. 5 balls. One more ball to go. Can he finish strong here? Oh, that's a good delivery. Very good bouncer. Nearly getting the glove through to the wicket keeper. But a brilliant, a magnificent over by Uzair Khan comes to an end. Fly Emirates have hit the ground running. 1 for 1.
Perfect start for Fly Emirates in defense of their 187. Alif Pharma just haven't had the evening go their way so far, at least. Uzair Khan still out there. Bit of spin to start things off. Interesting, both the teams starting off with spin on one end. Lovepreet Singh now getting that second run of his and getting off the mark. Melon Phillip has been entrusted to bowl a few rippers if possible. And that man on strike was there. Alif Pharma will be hoping that he comes good today. He's a fine batter. He technically right, plays some very good looking shots. But they've been under pressure, Alif Pharma, throughout the day. 187 is what they're chasing here. The batting certainly not the toughest on this surface, but they'll have to bat really well. And there you go. That's exactly what he'll do, Uzair Khan. No sighters against the spinner. He knew it was going to be full and straight, and therefore he made room for himself and deposited that over mid-off for a one bounce boundary. The best time to get some runs is inside the power play. They'll have to get a good start here, lay the foundation to make this chase easy for themselves. Can't afford to lose another wicket, that's for sure. Melon Phillip will concede his first boundary. Uzair Khan gets off the mark with a nice looking shot. I look to do the same, but this time Melon follows him onto the leg side. And a dot ball. Yeah, mixing caution with aggression here, Alif Pharma. This one's again hit powerfully, but there is a long on fielder. So it'll just be a single. He'll get off strike, Uzair Khan. I think Fly Emirates have to just bowl well and in the right areas. No need to do anything fancy. Just keep your discipline. Make sure that you are landing in the right areas and be focused and determined. No need to do anything fancy. There you go. This one's down the leg side. Not much damage as he hasn't got the legs to go past the fielder. Will only be a single. Yeah, I thought Alif Pharma tried a little too hard for wickets in those middle overs, and that's why they gave away 26 extras. That might just be the difference in this game. 187 on the board could have easily been about 160. Those extras not doing any favors for Alif Pharma. Again, Uzair Khan goes over extra cover this time, and once again it's one bounce into the fence. Well, he'll certainly enjoy batting against the spinners inside the power play. He likes to go big, he likes to go aerial. And that's exactly what he's done once again in this over, making room for himself. A full-length delivery again from Melon Phillip, and given its due treatment, this time over extra cover. A boundary to end it. It's 12 for 1 after 2.
So 12 for 1, the Alif Pharma. Uzairman has got a good start here. 9 of 7 balls. The last over went for a couple of boundaries from Melon Phillips. Not easy bringing in a left-arm spinner to bowl inside the power play overs. So Uzair Khan, after a brilliant first over, is back into the attack and a quick single. So Lovepreet Singh gets to the non-striker's end, and it's going to be Uzair Khan who's back on strike. His wicket is going to be very, very crucial here. They'll need to get him cheap because he is somebody who's scored more than close to 14,000 runs. Uzair Khan, the domestic circuit here in UAE. Certainly is a very established batter, Uzair Khan. Oh, that's beautifully flicked off the pads and gets a boundary towards the fine leg region. Uzair Khan this time just slipping down to the leg side. There was an opportunity for the short fine leg fielder who was rather square and very nearly takes it. But Uzair Khan, he is looking good out there. He is looking extremely composed. The 3 boundaries have been absolutely off the middle of the bat and got to exactly where he's wanted it to go. Oh, that's close! That's close! Goodness gracious, the umpire remains unfazed. Well. Let's have a look at a replay of that. Oh, that was mighty close. If there was anything, perhaps maybe a bit of swing late into the right-hander, and the umpire would have thought that swung in a bit too much and may have missed the leg stump by a whisker. That is perhaps the only thing that could have saved him, because I felt the height was right, the ball pitched in line, and very close to say the least, and I feel that Uzair Khan is still lucky to be out there. Good delivery from Uzair Khan. Oh, this time lobbies it very nearly back to the bowler, but Uzair Khan is certainly bowling really well. He certainly is hitting the ball, hitting the line and lengths very well. It's been a magnificent piece of fast bowling from Uzair Khan. So 18 for 1. 2 more balls to go in the over. Oh, this time that was way down the leg side. Well, that was poor to say the least. Uzair Khan bowled extremely well up to that point. He tried to bring in the bouncer, but he lost the trajectory. He lost the radar completely. And the wicket keeper too did not make an effort even to get to it. Afkar Amruddin behind the stumps. He felt that was way down the leg side, so now after a very good start from Uzair Khan in the first over, he's gone for a few here. Oh, good delivery. Once again climbing onto the batter. Well, making life very tough out there for the batters. Uzair Khan, he's bowling at a good length, but he seems to be getting some bite. Some good pace being generated by Uzair Khan as well. Lovepreet Singh getting hit in the gloves. It can be quite painful. It certainly can shatter a batter's confidence when that happens. You do tend to think about not getting hurt. Oh, that's a good looking shot. In fact, getting in line with the ball. Just plays it with a straight bat towards mid-off for a single. So third over done, an expensive over for Uzair Khan. 12 runs coming off that over, including the 5 wides. So 24 for 1 after 3. Well, so the testing phase of bringing a spinner on from the other end did not work, with Melham Phillips going for a couple of boundaries. And in comes the main man, Mohammad Ubaidullah, the Fly Emirates spearhead, into the attack, bowling his first over. Fourth over in progress. Starts with a wide delivery outside off stump. Lovepreet Singh reaching onto that. It's going to be crucial that Ubaidullah bowls a good line and length here. He just can ill afford to bowl some loose deliveries. They're going at 8 runs and over. They've got to make sure that they pick up a wicket here now. 164 required for victory. Oh, that's hit hard, but not placed it there by Lovepreet. So 24 for 1. Well, so Fly Emirates minus most of their main playing 11 players today. Oh, it's got an edge just wide of the wicket keeper. And I felt that was a chance. The wicket keeper, Afkar Amuddin, not attempting to go for that catch. Look at that. Oh, that was very, very much catchable, to say the least. He did not even attempt it there, Afghan. Mohammad Ubaidullah will be extremely disappointed. That was a regulation outside edge. And the opportunity goes down. Well, now I think it's Yasita Abe Koon has come into the slip cordon at first slip. Oh, this time bowled onto the pads. Flicked off the pads towards the mid-on region. Gets a boundary. As easy as you like. And unlucky, to say the least, for Ubaidullah. Should have got a wicket in the previous ball. But that is how cruel the game can be at times. It cannot go your way. So Ubaidullah could have easily got a wicket and not given away any runs. Instead, he's gone for 8 runs here of the first 4 balls. Looking good there, Lovepreet Singh. Technically very sound. 32 for 1. 1 more ball to go to end the 4th. They've been going consistently at 8 runs and over here, the Alif Pharma. Last ball of the 4th. Oh, beats that outside edge. Good delivery from Ubaidullah to end the over. 8 runs come off his first over. It's 32 for 1 after 4. Well, after a 2-over burst from Uzair Khan, there's a change in the bowling. Shamim Ali has been brought in to bowl the 5th over. He's going up against the classy Uzair Man, 14 of 10. Well, we're just talking about the players who are missing out today for the Emirates. Top players such as Krishna Karati, the former UAE player, Irfan Arif, Amin Miflal also not playing to the left arm spinner, along with Sindhil Prabhu, the opening batter. Very, very good batsman. And Fayaz Frank, the pilot, the number 3 batter for the Emirates. Also add to it is perhaps one of the most notable absentees, Yasita, in fact, Wajahat Rasool for the Emirates. Oh, that's a good delivery. Very good delivery from Shamim Ali. So Emirates, they've actually depended their top order batting with these players over the last few months, and in spite of their absence, they've still managed to post 188. Is a great effort, to say the least. Most of them are on duty. Mind you, these are all employed with Emirates, a Fortune 500 company. Oh, that is short and wide and beautifully played into the gap. Over the point fielder's head for a boundary. Well, you bowl that line and length to Zerman. He's gonna keep punishing you all day long. He's too good a player. He's too good a batter. He's got too much of class to miss out on something as feisty as that delivery. Certainly would have, his eyes would have lit up the moment he saw that. He knew it was a free hit for a batter of a caliber of Zerman. Bowls it into the pad this time. I think he's missed it. Get a leg by. In fact, it's been given runs by the umpire, so maybe a bit of bat onto the pad. So 2 more balls to go in the over. Comes down the track, an opportunity, and a very, very good catch been taken at mid-on. Lovepreet Singh not getting to the pitch of the ball, trying to go over mid-on, losing the grip of the bat, one-handed with that shot not finishing through. And unfortunately, Lovepreet Singh has to depart. The Alif Pharma striking once again. They lose their second wicket, and it is Shamim Ali who provides the breakthrough. Alif Pharma now 37 for 2. Lovepreet gone for 13. Good catch there by Damit Jasuria. Saad Maqsood, new batter for Ali Pharma, walking in at number 4. He's a good, decent batter, left-hander. In fact, the right-hander. Oh, good delivery. That swung in sharp. Asking the question, but maybe there was a bit of bat onto the pad. But a very good delivery there from Shamim Ali. That swung in very sharply, but no damage is done. But a good over from Shamim Ali comes to an end. 1 for 5 off his over. After 5 is 37 for 2. Subaidullah continues. Did create an opportunity in the previous over. It's back in the attack now. Good delivery to start off with. That's more like it. That's where Ubaidullah can be really good, when he's just about that 4th to 5th stump line and length. If you can hit that good length at that level and just try and nip the ball ever so slightly, he can mean to be in business, because the margin of error is so small when you're bowling to a batter like Uzair Mar, who's very, very good on the front foot and on the back. You just have got to make sure that you hit the right lines and lanes, especially in the power play overs when you do not have much cover on the boundary lines. Oh, good delivery. That climbed on him. Uzair Man would have had his heart in his mouth for a second, because that was airborne for a while. Look at that. Oh, good delivery. Nicely bowled there, Uzair Man. 2 Uzair Man by Ubaidullah. Tall lad Ubaidullah. He will give that extra bit of purchase, that bit of extra bounce off the pitch, off the surface. He's got to use it to his advantage. Tonight there's some good offerings here for bowlers on this pitch. Good delivery there once again. That climbed. And a Dubai has been stolen. So 3 more balls to go in the power play, 39 on the board. And the Alif Pharma, I'll tell you, they will want to capitalize on these last 3 balls. Especially Uzairman, 20 of 16 for him. There he thought of it on that occasion. He wanted to get some runs, but Ubaidullah was way too wide on the offside. Now this follow-up delivery has got to be very, very careful here, Ubaidullah. He's got to make sure that he tries and perhaps try and hit the block hole. Or he can just make sure that he does not give too much room for Uzairman, because he is trying to score off him now, especially in these last 3 overs of the power play. 40 on the board. Crucial ball. Oh, good delivery. Very good delivery. There you see Uzairman. He was certainly winding himself up to go for a big one. That is the length he's got to bowl. Just look at that bit of movement away from the right-hander as well, Ubaidullah. So 148 on the board. In fact, 148 required for victory. The rate required is, for the first time in the innings, jumped to 10 plus now, 10.33. Courtesy to a good over by Ubaidullah so far. Oh, this is magnificent. Magnificent line and length bowling. This is not something you see very often from Uzairman. Standing in one place and just throwing his arms at a ball that's around that good length and trying to score at him. He's usually very technically sound. He likes to play each ball on its merit. There you see Saad Maqsood coming and having a chat with the senior statesman. But this has been a good over. Mohammad Ubaidullah has bowled really well, especially against Uzairman, who's been in good touch. And that too, bowling the last over of the power play. Now he's got to make sure that he finishes strong. Last ball coming up of the power play. 40 for 2. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. High class over from Mohammad Ubaidullah. He's just given away 2 runs. Great comeback. Power play was done and dusted. Alif Pharma 40 for 2. So Shamim continues 40 for 2. Power play restrictions lifted. So there is the opportunity for the Fly Emirates to spread their field. There is one at long off. A long on. A deep mid wicket. And one at cow corner. Oh, gets an outside edge, flies towards that deep region. The deep third fielder cuts it off. (41 for 2), 6.1 run rate required, above 10.5 now. So every time a dot ball comes up, the pressure can keep going towards a deep square at that stage. A quick single. So 42 for 2, 6.2 overs. How crucial are those extras being given by the Alif Pharma in their bowling innings? Will it prove costly here today? A mind-boggling 26 extras by the Alif Pharma with the ball. Certainly not going to help their cause. Three more balls to go. Good delivery. Once again, a quick single. A direct hit was required, and he would have been gone for all money. The throw was on, but unfortunately, since it did not make contact with the stumps, it enabled them to get a couple of runs. Shamim Ali once again having bowled really well. 1 for 9 of his 1.4. Keeping things nice and tight here. Shamim Ali, very smart bowler. Good delivery this time again, angling into him. Saad Maqsood. He's been very watchful, Saad Maqsood, from the moment he's walked out to bat, but he'll know that a partnership now is going to be a very, very vital for the Alif Pharma. They've lost 2 wickets. They cannot afford to lose another one. They need a 50-60 run stand here, especially between these two, and they'll want Uzair Khan to make sure that he bats at least till the 15th, 16th over. And if they do that, and if they manage to do that, Alif Pharma certainly will have the higher chances of coming on top. Last ball coming up of the 7th. Oh, that's magnificently played. Flicked off the pads. And it's gone towards the ambulance parked at the far side of the ground. What a hit from Uzair Khan. Goodness gracious, that was an outrageous shot. That's the class. That's the finesse. And that's the pure beauty of Uzair Khan's batting. 7 overs done. 50 comes up. 51 for 2. Milan Phillips come back to bowl his second over. And slightly sloppy there. They get a single off him his field. Melon Phillips, now he'll have a bit of cover in the deep. Came into bowl in the power play previously, went for 11 runs. Usually a very, very steady bowler. He can pick up wickets in the middle for his team. That will exactly be the call by the skipper. They'll want wickets, and they'll want a wicket of that man on your screen. Uzair Man. He's going to be the thorn in the flesh. Just look at that. Risk free, and they get a couple of runs. Beautiful batting. When Uzair Man is on song, it does seem like an artist plying his trade. Such a pleasure to watch. Oh, that goes down the ground, but could not find the placement right there on the occasion. Uzair Man. Well, he's got the start now, 30 of 23. They'll want him to go on and make a big score here today for the Alif Pharma. Oh, that's close. That's very, very close. But umpire says there was a bit of bat. Perhaps the only thing that could have saved him on the occasion, because that looked really, really plump. Oh, goodness gracious. That was missing leg. That was missing off. That was hitting middle of middle if there was no bat. Oh, nice he played. Good delivery. It's been a good over by Melon Phillips here. Just 4 runs coming off the first 5 balls. It's bowled really well. Run rate touching 11 runs and over now. Oh, he's got an outside edge. Just wide of the fielder. Good effort there. Keeps it down to a couple of runs. But nevertheless, a good over from Melon Phillips. 6 runs come off that over. 8 overs done and dusted. 57 for 2. .57 for 2. Baidullah continues his third over. Good delivery there. Uzair Man trying to make some room and go through that offside. There's a lot of room on the offside because in fact Ubaidullah's got to be careful with that line because he's got a leg side heavy field on the boundary. There is a mid-off, in fact a mid-on, a cow corner and a deep square on the leg side, so he's got to make sure that he keeps his line and length straight and on the stumps. Anything outside off will go for runs. There is a deep point as well on the boundary line. Oh, that's a hit hard. Where's that gone? Behind the wicket keeper through that deep third region, and I think that just fell inside the boundary line. Might be called a boundary. Let's have a look at that again. Yes, that was inside the boundary. My eyesight's never let me down. Mohammad Ubaidullah once again making the error of going outside off when you have a leg side field. He's got to perhaps get the square leg in and get a fielder perhaps at the deep third region if he's gonna persist with that line, Ubaidullah. Oh, he goes down the ground. Has he got all of it? Yes, he has. What a shot from Uzairman. Stand and deliver. Magnificent hitting this is from this champion batter. So much of class in his batting. You can certainly just watch him bat all day long. 40 of 26 now for Uzairman. Ubaidullah will certainly be feeling the pinch now. 10 runs coming out of the first 3 balls. 2 consecutive hits to the boundary. 1, the last one going all the way. Well, quite chilly conditions here in Dubai. It's getting colder as we go on into the night. The latter part of the evening. It's past 8 p.m. here. Certainly the temperatures dropping. Rain being forecasted for later tonight. So it can be quite challenging for the bowlers as well. It can be very difficult, especially with the fingers can get quite numb due to this weather. Oh, good delivery. Good comeback there. Bowling it into the stumps and just knocked around for a single. And Saad Maqsood is certainly playing a good knock here. He's playing a supporting role for Uzairman. Make sure that he gets the strike. He's 7 of 10 now, Saad Maqsood. Once again, 11 run over here for the Alif Pharma. They're going through very nicely. 68 for 2. Keeping that rate required around that 10 to 10.5 run mark consistently. Certainly would do them some good. 2 more balls to go in fact, last ball of the over. Oh, that's pulled. Just falls short of the fielder at the deep. So, expensive over here for Ubaidullah. 13 runs come off his third over. 9 overs done, 70 for 2. Well, so the skipper's bringing himself into bowl. Usman Mushtaq coming into bowl at the 10th over. 70 for 2. Had a great outing with the bat today. 42 not out. So that confidence can rub into his bowling here today. Usman Mushtaq. 118 required of the last 11 overs. Makes some room, hits down the ground. Has he pierced the field? No, he has not. Just a single down to mid-on. 71 for 2. Pulled this time a bit too short there by Usman Mushtaq. Nice little partnership here between these two. 35 runs so far. They came at 36 for 2. In fact, they came at 37 for 2, and since then they've gone through nicely. Oh, that's very, very nicely played. Has he got all the way? Yes, he has. That's hit the ICC panels. A brilliant strike once again from Uzairman. Oh, brilliantly played. Got to the pitch and hit that all the way. Uzairman moves on to 49 now of 30 balls. He's just racking on the runs, isn't he? Oh, trying to make some room. Go through the offside. It does not connect it there, Uzairman. Batting extremely well, Uzairman. 49 of 31. Well, it goes down the ground this time, and an opportunity, and the catch has been taken. Big, big wicket here. Uzairman cannot believe it. He just cannot believe what he just did right there. And Usman Mushtaq, the captain, once again putting his hands up for the team. And Uzairman departs for 49. A very well made 49. Very unlucky to have missed out an opportunity of a half century. The Alif Pharma lose their third wicket, courtesy of the skipper, who's come in and picked up a wicket of Uzairman. A great knock, a good innings, a good partnership being broken. Uzairman departs for 49 of 32. Alif Pharma 78 for 3. Well, so skipper to skipper, Hamad Ahmed Khan walks in at number 5. And Usman Mushtaq has just got a breakthrough, and he's got the breakthrough of the big wicket, of the big fish. Uzairman straight away flights it beautifully there, Usman Mushtaq. Nearly creeping through the defences of the skipper, Hamad. And at the halfway stage, 10 overs done, 78 for 3. This is the story so far. Mohammad the Shire getting castled by an absolute jaffer of a delivery of the very first ball of the innings. And since then, Uzairman took the mantle on 49 of 32. What a knock. Very unlucky to have missed out on a half century. Lovepreet Singh steadied the ship up to an extent while he was out there. And after his dismissal, Saad Maqsood walked into bat, played the anchor role, supporting role for Uzairman. And Ubaidullah looks like he's going to bowl out here. None for 23. Can he get another breakthrough here? Can Ubaidullah create a breakthrough for the Emirates? Oh, good delivery, very good delivery. A bit of extra bounce, climbed onto the batter Saad Maqsood. Uzairman, tall bowler. It will be very difficult to get him off. Oh, nicely played. That's a beautiful shot from Saad Maqsood, but does not find the gap. Straight to the fielder. Well, to take us through to the last part of the game, it's gonna be Samir Yunus who's joining me back in the comm box. Samir, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Atik. Well poised this game, although I'd say slightly in favour of Fly Emirates. Required run rate for Hamad and his troops, well over 11 runs per over. It's going to be a big task from here onwards. Uzair Manwell, while he was going, it seemed like Alif Pharma will get close, but now it's going to take a special effort with the bat. Emirates have done well to get Alif Pharma 3 wickets down the track, and that's gone over the keeper as well. There's been a bit of bounce on this track today, and almost every bowler has at least once bowled a bouncer that has missed everyone. On this occasion, it's Ubaidullah bowling his 4th over. Hasn't given away too many. These byes also will not go against his name. However, 4 important runs for Alif Pharma. We haven't seen Hamad Ahmad Khan play one of those big knocks in recent times. Today might just be a day where he needs to bat big, go for a massive 80 maybe with a strike rate of 200. Needs a special effort like that from Alif Pharma to cross the line. And he bowls a full length delivery. They are very well driven by Hamad Khan. Don't think he's got the legs to go to the boundary. And another misfield. Yasita on that occasion, just taking it a little easy there. And he'll allow them to cross over for 3 runs. Ubaidullah won't be happy with his fellow Sri Lankan there. I'm sure he'll have some choice words for him in Sinhalese language. But well driven by Hamad. And there you go. Just taking his eyes off the ball at the last moment. Through his legs. You've got to stick to your basics. Getting your back foot behind where you're collecting the ball from. That's what they teach you back in school in Sri Lanka. I'm sure Yasitha remembers that quite well. Last ball of this over. Last ball of the spell for Ubaidullah. He'd love to get a wicket to his name. Oh, very nicely played. Ramped over third man. However, Shamim Ali is there to save that boundary. A single to end the over. It's 87 for 3 after 11. The skipper will continue. Usman Mushtaq changing things around here, ensuring that they don't let these two batters settle down into a partnership. Good first ball. Saad will just push that towards the leg side and get a single. He can't afford to go at this rate, Saad. He needs to go at a better strike rate. 12 off 16 is not going to help the team's cause when your required run rate is over 11 runs per over. That puts up more pressure on that man on your screen, Hamad Ahmad Khan. Will be urged to go big. For now, though, he'll push it down towards long on. Get a single. I think the idea between these two will be try to maybe take the game deep, bat together till about the 15th over, reassess what the requirement is, and then cover those small targets. Bowled him. Saad Maqsood's troubled stay out there comes to an end. And once again, it's a skipper providing the much needed injection for Alif Pharma. Nice and straight, looking for that sweep shot, Saad Maqsood. He misses and Usman Mushtaq says, thank you very much. I'll rattle the stumps. So the fourth wicket falls for Alif Pharma. Saad Maqsood walks away, having made 12 of 17. No boundaries to his name. It's 89 for 4. Sayyid Umar Shah, the new man in. Usman Mushtaq has picked up 2 wickets now. Certainly putting in a player of the match performance, the skipper. Runs with the bat and now wickets with the ball in hand. And then mountain just becomes all the more steep for Alif Pharma to climb. Gentle, innocuous off spin is what he's providing Usman. Alif Pharma have found it difficult to get away. Now he'll be bowling to his counterpart, the skipper. What does Hamad do from here? Does he take it deep or does he go for a couple of big shots and relieve some of the pressure here? Going to be an interesting end to this game. Yeah, I was thinking about it, but then just pushed it down towards long off. Super over once again from the skipper. Another successful one for him. At the end of 12, it's 91 for 4. Shamim Ali now, 16 for 1 for him. He's done well. Now, the skipper brings him on to try and maybe pick up one more wicket, get the skipper back in the heart. That will really put them in the driving seat here. Nicely hit, very nicely hit. No stopping that one. It was full and in the slot, Hamad Ahmed Khan. Maybe he's decided now's the time to go big. Yeah, just getting under it very nicely, knowing there was no fielder down there. Mid-off up in the circle. Easy pickings for someone as good as Hamad Ahmed Khan. Boundary to start this over off. Shamim Ali straight away under a bit of pressure. Now the fielder goes down towards long off. Yeah, I guess they've decided there's no point taking a risk, rather protect those boundaries. Big again. This time it's got a little finer. And a good effort from Yasid Sabekun. We'll keep it to a couple of runs. In fact, they're coming back for the third. Good running this and a good fielding effort as well to save the boundary. So slightly wider outside off, and this time he's gone towards the backward point area. Good effort that. I think he got rid of the ball just in time. might just be touching. We'll let the umpire confirm that. That's well bowled. That's much better. Shamim Ali nailing that Yorker outside off. Bowl to your field is what the skipper must be telling him. Still require 12 runs per over from here on. Alif Pharma. Gonna be tough. Fly Emirates have really come out and surprised quite a few people. They do have quite a few regulars missing today. And despite that, the seniors have put their hands up and performed quite well. Looking to cut that away. That angled back into him. Got the inside part of the bat. They'll manage to get a single. Yeah, those sweaters from the fielders tell you a story, don't they? It's quite chilly out here in Dubai. Temperatures really dipping. And so are the fortunes of Alif Pharma. 20 degrees and very, very breezy and cold out here. Cut away, straight to the fielder. And still on 99. Every dot ball is going to only add to the pressure. They've got 49 deliveries left. In fact, 44 deliveries left. And they need 89 runs off it. A Herculean task from here on. But we've seen it happen. Especially with the kind of batter that's out there, the skipper of Alif Pharma. It's very much possible. This one powered down towards long on. Once again, not really getting the middle of the bat. And a single to end the 13th over. 100 up for Alif Pharma. It's 100 for 4. The man of the moment, the skipper of Fly Emirates, Usman Mushtaq, digging into all his experience of playing for the national team of UAE many, many years ago. Here he is, still going strong, still putting in the performances for his team. Nice and straight again. He's barely erred in line this match. It's been nice and straight, and that's why batters have not been given anything to play with. Starts off with a single. Now that required run rate, 12.5 plus runs per over. It's only getting tougher and tougher for Alif Pharma. 101 runs on the board. far away from this target. Cut away. It's in the gap, but Ubaidullah at extra cover. Tall lad will cover that off. Another single. Usman Mushtaq has done extremely well. 41 of 28 with the bat in hand. 14 for 2 so far. He's parked on the back foot, Hamad Khan, hoping for something that will be full where he can get forward and get under it. But so far, Usman has offered him nothing. They're good friends, both of them. Always having a chat outside the field, in the field. That's one thing that I've really admired about the tournaments here at the ICCA Academy. The games are played in the best of spirits. Everyone respecting each other, showing appreciation for each other, whether it's for your own team or for the opposition. They all play a lot of cricket together against each other, so it's always been a lot of camaraderie. Nicely pulled away. But there is protection down there as well. So just can't find the boundaries here, Alif Pharma, which is what they desperately need. Look at that required run rate now. 13.5 runs per over with every non-boundary ball. That just keeps climbing up. Big shot this. Has he gone the distance? But not. In fact, he's dropped it, Damit Jayasuriya. Oh, he looked so comfortable getting under it. How can you drop it after catching it like that? Usman Mushtaq is clearly frustrated with his fielder. Chance gone begging. Could have easily been 5 wickets down. It's 106 for 4 now. Shamim Ali will bowl out here. Once again, looking to slap that across. Looking to come back for the second. The call is on, but good bit of fielding there. Quickly across the turf to cut that off, and he will keep it to a single. Well, Usman Mushtaq is demanding his players not to become complacent here. Yes, they are in a strong position, but they cannot afford to slip up. They know as long as that man who's on strike, Hamad Khan, is out there, he can easily turn things around. Therefore, Fly Emirates need to keep a finger on the pulse. Slower delivery. It's gone high. It will land in the gap. Ahmad just unable to find the boundary. He's looked to play some big shots, but they just haven't gone far enough. This one too. Over extra cover, but landed safely. No fielder in that position. Shamim Ali has given away 28 runs in his 20 deliveries. He's got 4 more to finish off his spell. Not a bad turnout given that they're defending 187 runs. Nicely bowled. That angled into him with a bit of pace. Hamad will push that towards the leg side and get another single. Required run rate now over 14 per over. They need some lusty blows here, Alif Pharma. And they need to come soon. This game is slipping away from them. They'll realize they gave away too many on a surface that was assisting the faster bowlers early on. Bowled him. There you go. Brilliant, brilliant change of pace from Shamim Ali. Completely deceived Syed Umar Shah, who wanted to go big on the leg side, playing across the line. The moment it went through, Shamim Ali knew that it gonna rattle the stumps. Didn't even bother looking. He had to walk away. So the wickets keep tumbling for Alif Pharma. And Fly Emirates keep flying at a very comfortable altitude. 110 for 5. 2 wickets to Shamim Ali. He has 2 deliveries left as Alif Pharma have lost half their side and they are far, far away from the target. Nicely driven by the new batter, Zainul Amin, and a good stop by the fielder. Couple of runs to get off the mark for Zainul Amin. 1 delivery left in this over. 112 for 5 is all they've managed in the 15 overs that they've batted so far. That is very unlike Alif Pharma, who generally like to be aggressive with the bat in hand. Slower delivery to end the over. Well bowled by Shamim Ali and a good wicket in this over as well. 5 overs left in this innings. Alif Pharma needs 76 in those 30 balls. Are we in for a close game? 112 for 5. Well, the captain will bowl himself out. And he starts off with a single in his 4th over. Hamad Ahmad Khan is still out there for Alif Pharma. He's on 20. But he needs to get to at least 60 if they are to win this game. Very big shot from Al-Amin. Didn't really get the middle of the bat. We'll keep it to a single. How well has Usman Mushtaq bowled? Digging into his experience, ensuring that he gives away nothing to the batters. Oh, playing and missing again. Very similar to how Syed Umar Shah got out. Ahmad will have to be careful playing shots like that. There's a bit of bounce on that as well. Look at that. That really rose. He was down early. Ahmad Khan. Down the ground. Gone all the way. In fact, it's a catch, and what a brilliant catch at that. Wow. I thought he got the middle of the bat, but a superb catch down at long on. Yeah, that's a toe end of the bat. That's why it hasn't gone the distance. A lot of elevation on that, but brilliantly judged catch there. And he holds on to it, more importantly. That's Uzair Khan. Well, he doesn't miss many, does he? And I think with that, it's a final nail in the coffin for Alif Pharma. Hammam Ahmad Khan, the skipper, walks away having made just 20 and 1-4 in it. It's 114 for 6 now. So Suhair Iqbal, well, he can certainly hit a few if he wants to. And Alif Pharma will certainly want him to. But he starts off with a safe shot down towards the leg side. And it will be just a single for him to get off the mark. But singles won't do. Because Usman Khaja has bowled, Usman Mushtaq, beg your pardon, has bowled really, really well. This time clearing the third area, and there has been a bit of a comic mix-up between the fielders. He'll get a couple of runs to end a brilliant spell from Usman Mushtaq. Just 23 runs. Here's another look at what happened there. He made some room trying to go over the off, but just got the edge. And look at that. Was trying to relay it back to the fielder, but it got horribly wrong in the end. But he'll love them to cross over for a couple. A good spell by the skipper. 23 for 3 for him. It's 117 for 6. Uzair Khan was about to run in to bowl his third over, and he was reminded that there were only 3 fielders inside the 30-yard circle, and he's brought the mid-off back up into the circle. Zohair Iqbal will be on strike, and a bit of a fumble there by the wicket-keeper will allow them to cross over for an extra run, which makes it 2 wides for Uzair Khan. He was brilliant, wasn't he? Picked up a wicket off the first ball of the innings, and he kept it extremely tight. Yes, there was a couple of loose deliveries by him to Uzair Khan, but other than that, he's been top-notch, as he always is. Uzair Khan, a wonderful performer, brilliant asset to have in your team. Bowls those left-arm in-swingers early on and can contribute with the bat as well. Nicely driven, very nicely driven by Al-Amin. No stopping that one. Just stood and delivered. He was full outside off, and it's driven with some authority there. This bloke seems like he can bat. Bowled a couple of good overs. Had a bit of pace about him as well. And now he's out there with the bat. At least he doesn't believe this game is done and dusted for Alif Pharma. And the man on the other end, Zohair Iqbal, well, he too can hit a few big shots. So Alif Pharma certainly still believe. Well, Fly Emirates, who've had a wonderful performance so far this evening. We'll have to close things out well here. On the wicket now. Oh, very well done. Very, very well done. This is top stuff from Uzair Khan. Came round the wicket. Went for the bouncer. Al-Amin made room for himself, and Uzair Khan followed him. And it got so close to Al-Amin that he had no choice but to fend at it, and he fended it straight to the keeper there. Catching practice for him. And Uzair Khan very expertly and very smartly picks up another wicket for himself. Al-Amin, after a beautiful drive, has to walk away, having made just 9 runs off 6 deliveries. It's 123 for 7. Uzair Khan now to the new batter, Gopakumar. A good effort from the keeper to stop that from going to the boundary. A very wild bouncer there from Uzair Khan, trying to welcome Gopakumar with a snorter. And all's good between those two. It will be a wide plus 1 run, and also the umpire signalling that's 1 for the over. So 2 wides there. Zohair and Gopakumar out there trying and to get as many as possible in these last 3.5 overs plus that are left. Swatted away towards mid-wicket. Will only be a single. Fly Emirates have bowled extremely well here. They batted well to get to 187 against a quality bowling unit of Alif Pharma. Remember, they do have the likes of Wasim Akram, so not easy scoring against someone like him yet. They managed to get to 187 thanks to some good contributions from Afkar, Umar Shah, and then in the end the skipper Usman Mushtaq also contributing and finishing off in style. And then with the ball, they've been on the money, they've been disciplined, they've been bowling good areas, and Alif Pharma just haven't been able to get them away. A well-deserved, well-earned victory coming their way. 62 required of 20 balls. This is going to become a mountain to climb. In fact, the tallest mountain to climb for Alif Pharma. That's bowled more closer to him. He's pushed that towards third man. Will be a single. And Alif Pharma have a lot of questions to answer. Their batting hasn't clicked the last couple of games now. The bowling too wavered, too indisciplined. And this will be their third loss on the trot in this tournament. And that's not something you associate with Alif Pharma quite regularly. They're a strong team. They constantly perform well. In recent times have won quite a few tournaments in other venues. So they certainly have concerns to address. Hamad Khan will have to get his troops together and address those issues. Nice short delivery again. And Zohair Iqbal won't be able to get bat onto that one. End of a super spell from Uzair Khan. In fact, he's bowled 3 overs. He's got 1 delivery left, 1 over left, which he'll probably bowl the last one. 127 for 7. A bit of spin in the 18th over of the innings. How often do you see this? It will be Mellon Phillips to bowl his 3rd over. And Gopakumar has launched him straight down the ground for an easy catch. And that will be the 8th wicket down for Alif Pharma. Nicely in his arc, but he just wasn't able to get that off the middle of the bat. And the long boundary allowing him to only be able to play that to the fielder down there, as Gopakumar, the left-hander, has to walk away, having made just 1 run off 3 balls. The substitute fielder Umar Farooq taking that catch. Mellon Phillips getting his first wicket. 127 for 8 now. A left-hander replacing another one. This is Wasim Akram, known for his trade with the ball in hand, but now he's been asked to come out and bat. If he can get a couple of big shots going just for his own confidence. This is high up in the air as well. The fielder is getting underneath it. Will he hold on to it? Nope. Ubaidullah just a little casual in his approach to get to it. Mellon could have easily got another one. But I think Fly Emirates have realized that this game is now well wrapped up in their kitty. Maybe that's the first proper sign of complacency from the fielders. They can afford it at this stage of the game. Yeah, Ubaidullah was slow off his heels. Just unable to judge that properly. Zohair looking to power that towards the leg side. Will only get as far as long on. Will be a single. Now it's just formalities here between these two teams. 2.5 overs left. 59 required. Done and dusted this. Alif Pharma are far, far from the target of theirs. This time Wasim Akram makes a good connection, and it's good enough to go all the way. A proper tail-ender slog, and a successful one at that. Melon Phillips offering him a simple floater, and he's played the old-fashioned slog sweep towards mid-wicket for a maximum. Just adding a bit of respectability to their eventual score, Alif Pharma. He's going to be always eyeing that place, given that it's a left-arm spinner ball into a left-hander. They always like to go for that big slog sweep. Will he look to repeat it? They place the fielder there now. Ubaidullah has gone a bit squarer. He'll still remain around the wicket. And he's pushed it towards the off. This time it's flatter towards long off from Wasim Akram. It'll only be a single. You see on the background there, the other two teams that will be in action tonight have made their way into the ICCA Academy. TVSL taking on Dubai Wanderers. That promises to be a really good game as well. Dubai Wanderers with their first loss a couple of days ago against Karwan CC. So Iqbal has powered that towards extra cover. And that man, Omar Shah, played really well to get them to that 187. 18 overs done. It's 137 for 8. Uzair Khan to bowl the penultimate over of the innings, his last one. Nicely hammered towards extra cover. That should go away to the boundary. So Zuhair Iqbal just having a bit of fun out there. Uzair going full outside off. In fact, that's gone back behind backward point. So slicing it and getting a boundary. He enjoys batting, Zuhair Iqbal. Likes to play some big shots. Enjoys hitting those big sixers. This has gone right up. Usman Khan is getting under it and he holds on to it, but unable to take it on the dive. In fact, it's not Usman Khan. I thought it was a skipper for a moment and I was surprised to see him dive like that. Tough chance, but put down. Now it'll be Wasim Akram on strike. Already hit 1-6 in the previous over. A left armer to another left arm bowler. Oh, bit of a tennis shot there. Oh, and it would have easily been run out as well. Very casual going towards the non-strikers end. And an overthrow will allow them to come back for 2 more runs. So just being a little sloppy here, Fly Emirates, given that the game is almost over. Taking it a little too easy. They can afford to do it though. They've been ruthless and very, very good today. Good bouncer. Bit of pace to it as well. Zuhair Iqbal taking his eyes away from the ball and looking to pull that away. Didn't see it go past him. That was quick from Uzair Khan. 43 required from 7 balls, from 8 balls. It's never going to be easy chasing 187. The scoreboard pressure always tells on you. And it happened to Alif Pharma as well. The kind of bowling they have, giving away 187 is criminal. But they've got only themselves to blame with all those extras and wavered deliveries. And like we've been saying, it's got a few concerns to address, the skipper. So he seems to have shortened his run up here in this last over. Maybe just ensuring that he doesn't want to pick up any injuries, trying to put in too much effort in a game that is already won here. He's done with his spell, a good one at that. 2 wickets for 32. End of 19 overs. It's 146 for 8. Well, Mellon will bowl the last over. And that's gone through the legs of Zohair Iqbal and through the legs of the keeper. Nice bit of footwork to stop that from going to the boundary. Bit of a check there. I think the umpires will want to have a second look. Although it will take up more time. We're already late from when it should have finished. That missed everything, didn't it? Damit there with the chase. He also batted well, I thought. Made an important contribution at the top of the order. Yeah, he's quite confident that that hasn't touched the rope. In fact, it's a 4. Confirmation from the umpire. Damit really being cheeky down there. And so Zohair Iqbal has to keep strike then. .146, 150 comes up with that boundary now for Alif Pharma. So a bit of a moral victory at least. Passing that 150 mark. So Zohair Iqbal now on strike because of that, because of those 4 byes. Mellon Philip, the spinner, bowling the last over of this innings. Nicely flighted, outside off. Will be straight to the fielder. Well, we are just going through formalities here, but preparing for one more epic game to come up. A championship clash, a top of the table clash. The division shipping. Played 3, won 3, have been unbeaten. Dubai Wanderers have played 5 and won 4. So they are certainly going to take each other on in a good clash that we hope will be one of those close games. Very strong teams. Trying something new. And paying the price with a sixer. Mellon Phillips, a full toss. I think he attempted a wrist spin there, some leg spin. He'll smile about it now. Wasim Akram is a strong lad. Latches on to that one. 157 on the board. Now it's a matter of how much they'll finish with. This one's flatter, side arm. Will miss it completely. 2 deliveries left in this innings. Wasim Akram won't mind batting here. Just getting his strike rate and average up. If he can stay not out. Every little stat helps, doesn't it? There's another sixer. Well, why wasn't he batting a little earlier on? Maybe sent him up the order. It's worth the risk. Because what he's doing now has no value whatsoever in terms of trying to get a win. Maybe he could have been sent earlier. Few of these lusty blows could have changed the complexion of the game. 1 ball left, 163 runs on the board. Alif Pharma are 25 runs away and he's bowled him. Well, that could have been the standard bowling from Mellon Phillips, but he was trying a few things in this last over. Now he's gone back to his usual action. He's picked up a wicket and Fly Emirates in the end lose 9 wickets, having scored 163 runs, well short of the 187 compiled by Fly Emirates. Alif Pharma have a lot of questions to answer because this is their third loss on the trot in this 2024 season of the Arabian Cricket League 2024. And that margin of 24 runs is not too far away from the number of extras that Alif Pharma gave away. 26 extras to be precise. And we said at the beginning, at the halfway stage at least, that well could be the difference between the two teams. And it turns out that run margin was the difference after all. Well played by Fly Emirates. They've performed well, performed comprehensively. Alif Pharma, well, they have worried looks on their face because they know they are a better team than how they've turned out today. First ball wicket, Mohammad Shahir departing early on. Then Uzair Maan played a few good-looking shots, 49 of 32. But since he departed, none of the batters were able to make a contribution. Lovepreet Singh with 13, Saad Maqsood with 12. Hamad, the skipper, came out and tried to bat long, 20 of 18. But after his wicket was lost, it was all downhill for Alif Pharma. Wasim Akram in the end having a bit of fun with a few big lusty blows, 23 of 9 for him. And the difference there, 19 extras bowled by Fly Emirates, which is quite high anyway. But it was good enough for them to restrict Alif Pharma to 163. Uzair Khan with 2 for 32, the left armer. Mellon Phillips expensive because that last over went for 2 for 40. Muhammad Ubaidullah, no wickets to him, but he gave away just 28 runs. Shamim Ali, 2 for 31. But the pick of the bowlers, the skipper himself with the player of the match performance, Usman Mushtaq, 3 for 23. He picked up those wickets in the middle order and never really allowed Alif Pharma to get a foot in. chasing that 187. Well, this is how it started. A first ball wicket for Uzair Khan. A brilliant delivery, looking to play on the leg side and paying the price with a wicket. Then Uzair Khan cut loose, played a few good-looking shots. Picked up that early wicket. And since his departure, none of the batters were able to capitalize. Some good-looking shots from Uzair Khan. He was certainly the only one who looked comfortable. Then came Usman Mushtaq, the skipper, with a super performance. Brilliant bowling and a good catch there by the substitute fielder, Umar Farooq. And that opened up the floodgates. Every batter was looking to come and play those big shots, but just unable to provide any sort of resistance. That was a good ball from Uzair Khan to get rid of Zainal Abidin. And then in the end, a few lusty blows from Wasim Akram in the last over, ensuring that they get a few more runs on the board. But Mellon Phillips held his nerve in the end to pick up one more wicket and finish things off for Fly Emirates as they won this game by 24 runs. That was the last wicket. Bowled him. Good day for Fly Emirates. They've done very well to earn themselves those 2 points. We'll take a look at the match summary now. Fly Emirates, having won the toss, decided to bat first and compiled 187 off the back of a superb innings from the skipper. 42 of 28 from Usman, and Umar Shah also contributing with 41 of 21. Zohair Iqbal was the pick of the bowlers for Alif Pharma. 17 for 2. Wasim Akram, despite being expensive, also picked up 2 wickets. In reply, Alif Pharma just not able to get close to the target. Uzair Khan, the only batter of some note, 49 of 32. Wasim Akram in the end just providing a bit of fun there. Usman Mushtaq again on the bowling cards. 23 for 3. Shamim Ali with 2 wickets to himself. And in the end, it was Fly Emirates who won the game by 24 runs. We'll take a quick break, and when we are back, it will be Atiq Nizam with the post-match presentation.
Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 33 of the Arabian Cricket League, which was played between the Fly Emirates and the Alif Pharma. Before we begin, we'd like to thank our sponsors for their unwavering support towards the tournament. The tournament organizer being the ICCA Academy, and the streaming partner FanCode. The support sponsor 7 Districts, the YouTube streaming partner Cricfit, and the broadcast and event partner Sport Ethics. In this match number 33, the Fly Emirates winning the toss and electing to bat first, posting on 187 for 7. And in response, Alif Pharma falling short by 24 runs. Well, we'd like to invite Mr. Tehsin Javed to hand over the Arsuk.com Player of the Match Award, along with a special gift hamper from Arsuk.com. And our Arsuk.com Player of the Match performance goes to Mr. Usman Mushtaq for a brilliant all-round performance with the bat and with the ball. 42 of 28, and with the ball, 4 overs, 3 wickets for 7 runs. It certainly was a magnificent effort by the skipper. Well, he certainly did lead his team from the front and made sure that the Fly Emirates get on to winning ways. Well, Usman, congratulations. It was a brilliant performance, great all-round performance, performed with the bat, and once again you had your time with the ball as well. Well done.
Thank you so much. First of all, thanks Allah. And today my plan is too much shortage. My players, or 3-4 players, my already batsman short, bowler short. But unfortunately, I'm planned for this team because it's first of batting 180-90 is my target, and I'm a one-down player, but I am going 5 down because I know my strength, and hopefully I am successful in my plan.
Brilliant. You guys had a tough start to the tournament, a couple of losses to begin with. But then today you all bounced back beautifully. And like you said, you were short of a few main players. How does it feel to personally lead from the front?
Because a captain my responsibility. You're all players for a buck up and give it to your good bowler, your good batsman. Cricket is a very funny game. Is big for my team is today is 4 to 5 people is just for finish duty and come to the stadium. And already Krishna is absent today, is Irfan today, and Naveen. It's 4 or 5 people but unfortunately today I'm planning for this one today, must win, and I'm in the tournament.
Brilliant. All the very best and best of luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Well, so that was Usman Mushtaq, the captain and the man of the match. So, well, stay tuned because very shortly